I would say let's jump into the game. And we have set civilizations for the first series here. And indeed, now TM is correct because the game started now. And we have Miguel playing with students, his teammate Eddie with Aztecs. And on the other side, we have Heartt playing the Aztecs and Liereyy playing the Teutons. Obviously, Eddie, the most experienced guy out of all of them when it comes to arena gameplay. Liereyy and Heartt probably on paper a bit more skilled, but Miguel an absolute beast as well. Going into Massive Arabia 2v2 finals. And yeah, this is arena. We start with 22 villages. Indeed, metal RTS. You are very correct. So now we will see Aztecs and Teutons. Very interesting matchup for the guys who aren't too familiar with. We will see a lot of monk rushing of our guy in the red trunks here, and a lot of booming from Mr. Miguel here. But Aztecs not as strong against any other civilization that have Teutons in their team, because Teutons have an anti-conversion bonus. Miguel up a bit earlier than the rest. Pretty reasonable timings there from everyone. And actually Miguel having the best start so far. Pushed 3 deers already, very late boar. And looks like a pretty solid start. And then we will see what they will actually be going for. Well, Miguel even pushing the deer of Eddie. And I believe they aren't in TeamSpeak. Okay. From Miguel, asking himself, why did the deer go back? I bet all my money on Eddie and Miguel. Interesting. I would say they're slight favorites as well, yeah, but I wouldn't bet all my money. I think that might be unwise. Some little vault in the back. And we will see what the players will be going for. Miguel, total boom. Oh, and Miguel actually taking the fight here against Heartt, Eagle Warrior. And he will win. I'm a bit surprised that Heartt did take that fight. Oh, obviously you cannot run from a scout, so makes somewhat sense. And I believe it will be Miguel writing, and yeah, I mean Eddie writing as well. And Liereyy and Heartt both in TeamSpeak, like we would expect. Okay, so boom over here. And we have Liereyy actually going for some scouts. And yeah, Eddie says, I walled behind that. He's going for the blacksmith, for the market at the front, and sending more villagers on gold. That means we will see him monk rushing, and I will better blow my nose before we get into the very interesting phase of the game here. Okay, I'm back after a quick ban of someone who was using very strong language in the chat. And now we can focus on the rest of the games. As we can see, Eddie now going for the very big, aggressive gold income here. So he will go for a monk rush very likely. Liereyy, I will expect some military out of him. Only one still. Let's see if he goes for more scouts. Indeed, he does. Oh, I go super aggressive, says Eddie, and Heartt is going with 2 villagers offensively as well. Let's see how they will play it out. No scouting here of Miguel. Look at where his scout is. That's so bad. Why would you have your scout so far in the back here when there's so much worthy stuff to be scouted here in the front? Oh, actually didn't wall over that wolf. I think he would have needed to wall one tile further down. So siege workshop, monastery, aggression, and yeah, that would totally die if Miguel would have went for scouts as well. But yeah, probably nice knowledge here. They know. Oh, actually, let's take a look. Eddie might lose his Eagle Warrior if it wasn't for the help of a Spearman. And he will play it with two barracks and a monastery after that. That's so interesting. I didn't expect that. And double Eagle Warriors. What are we witnessing? And Miguel says, don't know what mine does, but soon he will. Oh yeah, sees a forward. And now says Monk push. Let's see how he will react. I come with Eagle Warrior. Oh yeah, that's so true. Miguel's push will be super inefficient if we have Eddie coming from the other side. And that's just a big problem here. He will go for the aggression now as well. And I believe Miguel can go for a very safe boom. If Eddie is coming over and saving him with some Eagle Warriors. If you give me 4 Eagle Warriors, you will kill, I think. I think as well, maybe even 3. Just focus 1 on every monk and he should be fine, but he's sending over 6 and that makes it super fine. Let's take a look. Nice wall here of Heart. That really shows you how good of a team Liereyy and Heart are. The communication is there and let's take a look. The Eagles will need to run around. Conversion starts now and Eddie needs to go back. That buys some more time. And let's see how Miguel will react. He will go for a defensive tower. Still is without loom. Goes for fletching. 4 monks out now with 50 HP on them. So Sanctity has been researched. On the other side we see double stable from Liereyy. And that's, oh, actually went for knights. Killing all those Eagle Warriors. What a nice strategy here. And the reaction of Eddie and Miguel so far not on point, but doing some attacks against... What is the scout doing? Oh, that was just total waste. Trying to go for 50 HP monks there, but all of them lost their face, so might get a bit dicey. Oh, actually sniping one here with the tower. Teuton tower obviously so good. Look at that, 6 extra arrows, and they are doing the damage here. Monk Rush not as effective. Maybe could even go for the kill against the villagers. Let's take a look where the damage is being distributed to. Trying to do some against the villagers, but 2 monks there to heal. On the other side, the aggression kind of stopped, although it's open. Market being built, and yeah. Villagers going down here. And Miguel not very happy and using strong language as well. Let me see what he's going for. Okay, he's now going for scouts as well. The aggression of Eddie here. Let's see what he's going for. I'm surprised with how many eagles he's coming in here. How many eagles he built? Only 3 knights, 1 scout out. Let's take a look how the converts are going. Eddie not aware so far. Now starting the converts. 1 knight deleted, 1 scout getting out of range as it seems. And the push on the other side continues, but 4 mangonels out. At the moment it feels like both Aztecs players doing a great job of pushing here. Liereyy in some kind of trouble, but so is Miguel, trying to repair that tower. Why did he not finish that tower? Villagers now out to repair. Scouts going to the front. Not 100% sure how much they will be able to do. 1 villager going down for the repair here. At the other side we have Liereyy waiting and losing a lot of HP on that market. And now trying to get up the castle. Oh, let's see if that's going to work. The mangonel can do a lot of damage. Let's take a quick look at the other side. This looks like not too many will die here. Maybe can get something done against the mangonel. Still no shots in. Oh, and actually a misclick. He needs to go for the villagers. And that castle for sure will go out. What a great start here for Liereyy. And that was very poorly handled by Eddie. Look at that. So many villagers getting into the T1 volley to get the Mangonel down, and Liereyy+Hearttt in a good controlling position now. Miguel on the other side is completely out of gold. Let's take a look at the villager count for the first time. And we see Hearttt and Liereyy both heavily ahead. So Eddie now asks, okay, how can I help with some Eagle Warriors? And he can do a lot on the other side, that's so true. But yeah, Miguel's eco just so shattered down. Nice convert here, and yeah, I'm a bit surprised that Eddie didn't go for any other angles here. And is now trying to go to the other side. Miguel lost a TC and will lose so much more. Eddie asking for the X's, but Miguel is not delivering. Now trying to split some of his villagers off. Maybe he can save some, but maybe Eddie is, yeah, just too late. Yeah, he probably could kill everything. And Miguel's defense wasn't very great. You can see his castle now, but he also said, I died. And yeah, that's what he probably did. Trying to go in for some convert now is Hearttt as well. Nice ground attack! Wow! Great job by Hearttt. Maybe he can do the same again. Ground attack, and again! He's going for the greatest ground attack, and Eddie even says 11. And look at that! Look at that, guys! It's so great! Hearttt just completely debating and killing everything with 3 great ground attacks after each other. How is that even possible? And Miguel just asked GG, I think. And yes, guys, we just witnessed a 26-minute arena game. And trust me, this game is completely over. And Eddie says it's never over. Okay, GG. Lol. What? What? How great were those ground attacks, guys? Wow. Wow. And eagles are fast. And like Brazilian, Peruvian, French guy and an Austrian guy. So you have no idea how the lag is actually going to work. And he actually did it. Yeah, this RTS FPS indeed. That was triple headshotted here. 360 no scope by Hearttt. Incredible stuff. Yeah, kill to death ratio isn't actually very important. We see Eddie with 4 converts. Not too interesting. And we can see Eddie 15 to 80, 28 kill stats. And Hearttt with a very good one. And yeah, Miguel with a very poor defense here. And great walling of Hearttt. Getting the message there in from Liereyy. And yeah, I'm pretty pleased with how that first game went down. Whew. Eddie screwed up. Come on. Compact formation. 180 no scope. No math on stream. Nearly math. 4-0 please. Yeah, just for metal. Oh no, who was it who said all the money on Eddie and Miguel? Hey Mr. Dude. Yeah, guys, see you soon. They already launched the game and Spectre Day should start pretty soon as well. What a very good game number 1 here. Nations Cup with Richard. I'm expecting some sick ground attacks as well. Should be bad. England Nations Cup team. This has to be such a big fail. Oh, okay. Let's jump into game number 2, guys. Now we have Eddie and Miguel deciding the civilizations, and we have Eddie going for the Byzantines, Miguel for the boom hunts, and on the other side we have Liereyy playing with the Persians and Hart again with the Monk Rush civilization. So Eddie Miguel, rightfully so, decided to go like 1 Monk Rush civilization and 1 boom civilization. Hey Snake. And so nothing too special, except that Liereyy and Hart actually double rushed Eddie's boar and got 1 home. So 3 boars here for Liereyy and only 1 for Hart, for Eddie. And that actually, I'm not sure how much of effect of that on a normal fast castle, but I believe against like an early Monk Rush fast castle, this might be a bit more important. Why we start 6-minute in-game stick? Because I hate to watch the first 12 minutes of an arena game, and I'm trying to do a compromise of saving myself 6 minutes, but giving you 6 minutes. If it only was for me, I would always only jump into 12 minutes, or would just have arena tournament start in Castle Age. I believe this would make so much more sense. Castle Age and mid-resources. That would be so much better, but yeah, so many people are raging about that, so it's not going to happen unless I host it. And then everyone is saying it, nice, nearly. Those settings were so entertaining. Every tournament should be like this. And one day after, everyone is playing Dark Age normal resources again. So, yeah, honestly, Castle Age mid-resources, it's not too crazy. It's like how Miguel forgot about second boar? Yes, he did. No, he's sending now. It's not too crazy, guys. Like, what's the big difference to now? Except that we saved like 12 minutes. Well, it gives rise to new strats. What other strat is being killed? Except Feudal Age Sling. Let's make a GM and then remove walls. Well, that's not the same metal. Why wouldn't people enjoy a 1-minute Monk Rush? I don't get it. Offensive castle drop is something you can't do with mid-resources. I believe you only start with 400 stone. Yeah, I wouldn't mind starting with 25 villagers. Like, what's the big problem? Like, at the moment, it's only like, okay, who has a very bad start, then always he starts a bit with a deficit, but most of the time, everyone has the same start, and we just see the strategies develop on Castle Age. So, yeah, I believe in the old days when everyone was bad in Dark Age and the games had edges there, that was still a big factor, but I believe now where we really want to see strategies and nice team play, it would make so much more sense. Yeah, Regicide Arena would be so much better as well. $25 PopCap Castle Age DM must be fun. I don't think so. Yeah, I know we had this discussion, but yeah, a lot of people really hated it, or hated on it, and I felt like it was absolutely the change needed, and would have been so incredibly good. And after the games would have been done, I believe everyone would have said, nice, it produced the best tracks ever. You probably boom though his time fast. Yeah, Lierey's boom, probably. So now we're reaching Castle Age, and you can see I talked about 8 minutes about nothing game related. Nothing game related, except that we have 2 monk civilizations and 2 boom civilizations, and then that one ball was killed or stolen. Liereyy going for stone, no gold at all. And Miguel even adding a stable. We see Eddie actually going for monks again, somewhat like we expected, and we see Heartt going for monks as well. Well, Master of Arabia 3 was the same like Master of Arabia 4 second try now, and it wasn't as great. So all the guys who said, yeah, it was so great, why change? Well, we didn't change anything and it wasn't as great. So, oh, well, let's get into this game here. I don't want to get too salty, actually, that's only my point of view of that, yeah, people are just way too stubborn in this game. So let's take a look how Eddie will wall this off. And yeah, Liereyy will seize the double monks. And let's see how Heartt will react. I believe he will play 1 extra TC, some monks and atonement, and can actually do a pretty good job of running over to Liereyy and defend him if need be. And we have Miguel, very active here, starting the double monastery as well. Where did he get in? To follow the scout? Yeah, it seems so. And oh, he gets 1 sweet village second. Might even get the monk. Let's take a look. He's getting... okay, got the hit in the back. And yeah, so we will have monk rush on this side. We will see, I believe, Byzantines and Japanese both have... atonement and herstory. Oh no, only one of them have herstory. I believe Japanese don't, right? So Byzantines have herstory, and we have Heartt going for no herstory indeed. So the monk rush of Heartt in the long run would be a bit weaker. Let's see if Eddie's trying to abuse that. Atonement now by Eddie as well, and yeah, we need to compare villager count here of Liereyy against Miguel. At the moment 39 to 45, so a bit of a better start, and I hear the first conversion against Heartt. He gets out of range. So atonement against atonement. Is Eddie playing it with a second TC? Yes, he is. So yep, pretty even in that regard as well. 39 to 40 villagers. Miguel now going for a minicamp actually to 44 CC compared to Liereyy, who is already on stone. Maybe a market would have been an option there for Miguel instead of a blacksmith maybe. Let's take a look where Eddie wants to build his siege workshop. Maybe in the middle wouldn't be a bad option. Maybe simply go for an attack against Liereyy. Dracon interaction versus Metal and Stefan Arena best of 9, book it. No, I won't. Too much. That's seriously too much salt. And yeah, not very interested in giving drama more attention than needed to. Scout's not being around, trying to run around here. Kill his scout, Eddie says. Trying to motivate his team up here. Who is on 45 HP though, the scout of Heartt. Let's take a look where Eddie is. Nice, spread out. Is he getting a convert? Well, for the quadruple convert here. And now we see Liereyy handcart, Heartt with wheelbarrow, and 4 TC. Where did he garrison? Oh, actually got a villager converted against him. How many villagers does Miguel have on stone? Is he going for Tarkarns? What is this? So weird. Okay, 73 to 62. Such a better boom for Liereyy here compared to Miguel. A bit scary. Dracont and Metal, can you move your chat into private messages, please? That would be nice. Okay, 3 TCs by Eddie, 3 TCs most likely by Hart as well. Now going for defensive castle, and yeah, this will probably go into a longer game. All players reaching appeal age. Eddie cannot do much. Look at that overall kills. That I think only 6 units went down this game. And now Eddie switches away from Hart to Liereyy over here. Might snag a converted villager. I go Harp, then Paladin. And Liereyy clicked up to POH with 96 villagers. Let's see what he will go for. We can see a defensive castle now as well. Trying to save one of his gold. I'm not 100% sure if Liereyy scouted his extra gold. No, he did not. But that's a weird one for sure. And the defensive castle's up now here as well. Let's take a look. Miguel and Liereyy both on the way to Imperial Age. Eddie and Hart still lacking a bit. But both clicked up now as well. So all of them within 2 minutes of range. And Liereyy will instantly go for Paladins. That's interesting. Or Cavaliers against the Halberdier push of Miguel. So I believe he will have the small advantage here. And Hart actually scouts all the villagers moving out here of Miguel. And yeah, by the looks of the stone, that will be an aggressive castle. And that will be traps and halberdiers against a guy who's going Cavaliers defense. Interesting stuff. And I believe Miguel should be in the better spot here. Not 100% sure how Liereyy thinks with Cavaliers only he can hold this. Oh, that was so bad that he converted here. Let's take a look if Miguel can go for the quick walls. Needs a gate, probably. No, he gets us around with palisade walls. Good job here. But the castle's still in some troubles. Oh, now the monks going in. Maybe helping here. And Miguel not asking for help so far. Eddie continuing with this monk push, and this is so bad for Liereyy trying to go in here, trying to be defensive, and now he's going for camels. Why? How is camels an option? Against the guy he sees is going, pikemen, so most likely halberdiers, and monks are in your base. Why is camels the right response? I am not sure. On the other side, we have Hart going for most likely the Arbalest tech. So maybe they want to go in a good composition. And then if I think about it again, Cavalier and Arbalest could make a good composition. If, Halberdiers are the only attack unit. And not 100% sure what Eddie's going for now. Feels like Arbalest as well. He is researching crossbowmen at the moment. And finally, big Magnal shot here against Hart. Well, actually, only like 1 conversion, 2 down. Now make that 3 down. Is he getting more? And a nice another shot. So that was a very useful Magnal for sure. Now the Halberdier is closing out the distance against all the monks. Hart is going for Bodkin arrow. Where are his Arbalest? Still far out. But yeah, Eddie's Arbalest still not in sight as well. Liereyy losing a lot of ground. He needs to wait for all the Arbalests of Hart before he can engage this very first time. Losing a lot of farmer here to front. Villagers a bit better for Liereyy, but he needed to run a lot and lost a lot of farms here to front. So I feel like the eco of Miguel is a bit better. nearly sniff. Yeah, I'm very sorry. I will try to, yeah, not forget to blow my nose in between every game. Sorry, mate. I will try to keep it to a minimum. Conversion at the side, trying to do some annoyance. Habadi is now going in for the raid. We see Liereyy going in for the trap defense here, but Hunt traps against Persian traps. Oh, let's see about that. Habadi is nice raiding here into the base of Liereyy. The eco of Miguel looking pretty nice, going for a double blacksmith even. Eddie not so much on point here with his macro. And Hart playing the better defense. Where are his Arbalest now going over to the side? And there was a lot of lost villages here for Liereyy, and suddenly Miguel is ahead by 15. Cannot even send all his villagers into the TC because it has too few HP. Hart now going for banking. The sling should be coming in pretty soon. Miguel going for the +4 defense, going for the cavalry attack now. I'm still a bit surprised. And Eddie saying mine on yours. Yeah, well, didn't Eddie do... Oh, he didn't even do cartography yet. That's a bit surprising. And oof! That's a lot of dead villagers as we can see here, and some more dying. And Hart and Liereyy now with their great team play, pushing over to the other side. And yeah, if we have ever seen a team playing Crossroom and Knights pretty good in Castle Age, it probably has to be them. And now going in for all the monks. Maybe if we can snipe all the monks and the cavaliers can do great work against the Crossroom. We can see Eddie completely erase off the map. I can see only 2 converts done so far, and it feels like it will stay at those 2. So now Eddie completely cleared up here, and indeed he says 24. We can see Eddie pushing at, or Miguel pushing in at the same time though. But that was a beautiful clear up. Now switching over back to the south, and that's so beautifully done, clearing up the one army here at the top, and now going in and should do a great job here at the south. Liereyy is going for the Paladin tech, so is Miguel, but I believe with the amount of Arbalests against the Halberdiers and Cavaliers against Cavaliers at the front, this should be a bit better for Hart and Liereyy. Let's take a look. The numbers are better for Miguel though. Liereyy is sending in everything. Marble is coming from the side. Traps are going down. 1 snipe, 2 snipe. The castle will survive with 77 HP. All the cavaliers now running back and forth. Liereyy and Hart are holding. At the same time, we have continued push here by Eddie. Liereyy and Hart, yeah, they're playing well together, but if they want to take an engagement together all the time, it's super tough to spread out. Yeah, they will trade a bit more cost efficiently, but not against paladins all the time. Some more monks would be needed here. For Hart, for example, 5 monks in the back would do so much damage. Let's take a look. Miguel with Hans not doing as much damage as, for example, the paladin of the Persians would do, and that's a lot of traps here. And yeah, 1 castle already down, 2nd castle most likely going down as well, and that's a beautiful push by Eddie here at the front, really not giving them any time, not trying to lick his wounds for too long. This castle in the back is going down as well, and we see Hart trying to micro back. Paladin attack very late here for Liereyy, a guy who is only a pop 122, and Liereyy needs to tap out. GG, what a great game. Miguel with a nice Halberdier push here, and Liereyy, I believe, just simply went for the wrong units, going for Cavaliers before Halberdiers. Lost so much eco, some of his gold spots here, didn't have enough control, didn't scout the extra gold spot as well, and we can see Miguel and Eddie going for the evening it out. Achievements. Miguel going for the big raids against Liereyy, therefore getting the high skilled. Best eco should be between Liereyy and Hart, but yeah, due to the big raids, mainly Miguel. I believe Liereyy had a bit of a better boom, but the wrong unit choice. He went for like the long Imperial Age better army choice, like Paladin and Arbalest, but they never get to that. got to that. So Harbadius just did too much damage, and Eddie was able to push over to the other side. So Liereyy just fell behind way too much. Yeah. Miguel boom, better Heart boom. That wasn't really important. Heart went for a lot of monks. So guys, time for a tissue. I will blow my nose, and then we'll be back in roughly 2 minutes, I would say. With game number 3, we are now down to a best of 5. Guys, what do you think about the new emote, Doubt Castle? How should that look like? Like it has to be like dead villagers around a castle, but that's so small in such a small icon. It's really tough. Still not sure. Remember guys, it's like only 26 times 26 tiles, so it's really tough to really see anything in detail. I'm not sure. Basically, you use that emote too rarely anyways. Ask it out, like he would ever give me a good answer. There's like, I'm not even sure if it's worth finding him in Skype and typing a serious question to get a good answer of him. Doubt is the king of emotes? What? Not sure. Okay, I would say let's jump into the next Bongo soundtrack. Just kidding. I wanted to say game number 3. Still long day ahead of us. And so we will have Eddie playing the Japanese this time, and no surprise, Miguel going for the Persians. So again, Monkrush, Tiv, Boom Tiv. On the other side, I expect Heartt going for the Monk Tiv again, and Liereyy for the Boom Tiv. So nothing too special. Will Liereyy play it a bit more clever this time? We had some chatting going on. Eddie and Miguel trying to decide what strategy they're going for, and Eddie in the end decided, okay, I go 1 TC. So we will see Eddie going for something very aggressively here. Has only 4 on wood so far. So that's a very early timing. Something I didn't even expect. Swap civs, indeed. Game number 3 is switched civilizations. Game number 2, it was decided by Eddie and Miguel what civilization they got. Last time in my life I'll play on this hangover. Jesus. Isn't it like 19 o'clock or something, like 7 p.m. in Brazil? That's a pretty strong hangover. But well, Brazilians. I'm curious if Eddie will play this properly. He has 9 villagers here at the front to go for berries, but probably will just... Yeah, this looks good on the wood amount, looks good on the food amount. Q2 villagers, getting the buildings up. This looks reasonable. Gold as well, and he only needs to drop some more food. Yeah, this looks like a very solid uptiming here. Liereyy will be going for scouts though. And Heartt, oh, already 4 on gold. That's more than you actually need to go for. It's a very far away lumber camp for him. And Miguel will go for some scouts as well. And Eddie clicking up, selling all the food, all the stone as well, and bought 100 food. So now we can see him clicking out 14-11 castle age timing, pretty solid. Nearly is excited after second. 540 in Rio, okay. Time for a fab. 3 on gold for Liereyy. Has 3 farms, and asking for a scout here is Miguel. Liereyy actually passing. Where is Eddie? Oh, that's actually all the 4 of them pretty close together. And let's take a look. It would be better for Eddie and Miguel. Let's take a look how they will take this. Eddie trying to chase off Heartt, and Miguel thinks, he thought he could. Oh god, that's so minus micro. He went his home. I killed it. Miguel says, come in. The game is open. Come. What? What are we witnessing here? Oh, why did he hold it open? Oh, Eddie's following him now. What was going on here? I'm so surprised. So, but that's still very good for Eddie, because he will get this kill against the scout, or will he? Most likely will, yeah. And oh, Lierey's actually playing it with CA as a defense. So some Cav archers against the monks. Not 100% sure if that's a real strategy. While Viper and Doubt and Tato Nikov are in the tournament. Viper and Doubt were in this tournament, but both were traveling, so they had to play with a third player called Kalini, and they lost their round of 16. Nikov did sign up with Juan, but just pulled back the sign up like some days before the tournament actually started. And Tato was playing, I believe, with the Czech guys, right? And lost in the round of 16 as well, if I remember correctly. Yeah, so that was all answered in the chat as well. But okay, Monk Rush now, the third Monk and Sanctity. Let's see how this will be played out by Liereyy. And I believe Liereyy will just horribly die here. I'm not 100% sure how this will work out, but from my knowledge, like one archery range, doesn't he have like 4 range with light cav? No bonuses? Not a lot of damage output? I'm not sure how that will work. And bad against siege workshops as well? Arrow, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I did say one of the Czech guys. Okay, so 3 TCs out now for Miguel. And we see, yeah, 30 TC of Liereyy coming out now. I'm still very curious how he will try to micro that. Now and that's a bad TC as well against the Monk Rush. I think this could have been, please deny thanks. I think this is a pretty bad defense against the Monk Rush here by Liereyy. I'm so curious if this has a chance of working. With Hearttt playing it very defensively, how many TCs does he have? 2 only? Okay. Adding a second archery range. How many villages does he have on gold? Only 3. Now going for fletching, so at least 5 range. But still, that's against 45 HP monks. Maybe Mangonel coming out as well. We have it, Eddie playing it full aggression mode. And that gate isn't helping out. Losing that village on the front here. Let's see how Liereyy will micro. And look at that. 5 range, 7 damage against the Mangonel, 4 monks. Let's see if he can get 2 converts. That would actually be enough, I believe. Let's take a look. Next Mangonel shot. Nice split micro here, and actually 3 converts, more microing, and Eddie says I won. And I believe so as well. Now 5 CA licking their wounds, going back. 1 Mangonel still out, 4 more monks, and what is the answer here for Liereyy? Now he's going for a siege workshop. Has his best of 5, read the heading mate, it's best of 7. Trying to micro against the monks, not a lot of face here. Let's take a look, Mangonel shot. Not really hitting so far, could even go for some of the villager kills here. Now should have 100% again, yeah, on 4 monks actually. So Lierey's dance needs to start, he isn't very heavily on gold. This will be so tricky. 3 CA out, nice ground attack even. We have Liereyy running around on the other side. Yeah, we have a Mangonel push. Miguel now going for mass stables, already has some scouts out, going for the light cav. I will try to take a look at that on the minimap as well. Lierey's trying to walk around a bit. Another Mangonel shooting at that TC as well. Liereyy trying to make the dance, but it will be so tough. Not sure how Hearttt was so late. The distance was so much longer, yes. And Liereyy is still in a lot of troubles. Now trying to get up at castle, but still without wheelbarrow. Low amount of villagers as well. Well, 51. Maybe trying to go in for a snipe from the side here. Mangonel, that was a good shot for Liereyy, buying himself a bit more time. Where are the other Mangonels from Liereyy? Oh, should maybe micro back a bit more and trading 2 for 1 by losing 2 more CA. Look at that. The Japanese player now having more CA than the Hans player. Perfect timing for us that the Liereyy+Hearttt are now going in on the other side. A lot of converts. That looks like a reasonable approach here from Hearttt. But, oh, even 2 Liereyy+Hearttt coming down from behind. That means only 3 more monks alive. Make that 2. Make that... Whoops. Oh, no, some big shots here as well. And this looks like Miguel will hold this. Maybe can get 1 or 2 more mangonels. Could have went for the last... monkey as well, but for sure it bought him so much more time. Castle now coming up, and that's where I need my doubt castle emote, because that castle has no chance of going up. CA now raiding in the back, even snacking a villager here. And Eddie now knows, okay, this guy has enough stone for a defensive castle. Let's scout it and let's see where he's building it. And he's building it a bit further back. Mangonels now rolling in. I believe this might be the GG moment. On the other side, we have more stables being added. Maybe Hearttt still has a shot, but Liereyy is dying here. 5 CA out, 2 Mangonels, more converts. Villagers going down left and right. More villagers trying to go down against the Mangonels. No attack here on the other side. You're not missing anything. All the CA spread around. So many villagers going down. Liereyy is just throwing this game here. This feels like our doubt game from earlier today. Liereyy, look at that, going down to 45 villagers. On the other side, we have still no attack, and Liereyy is out of the game. And this is a 2-1 for Eddie and Miguel here. He went crazy. Indeed, that's crazy. Or crazy. Now more villagers again. He is at 88 or 80%. Maybe can get it up. Bad positioning here by the Mangonels of Eddie. 93%. He can maybe snipe more. And that was pretty poorly done by Eddie here. The castle will go up. But 38 HP for Liereyy. Or 38 pop for Liereyy. I believe now Eddie should simply focus on the other side. And just end it over there. 43 pop for him. Eddie's asking, are you okay? And yeah, it seems like Miguel has quite a lot of Liereyy+Hearttt out, but is facing a lot of pikemen and an aggressive siege workshop. So this game is not over, at least on this side. And yeah, I believe that was pretty bad by Eddie to let that castle go up. And it's pretty bad that he isn't spread around now. Maybe he can get some more villager converts over here. Maybe he could even go for 8 if he clicks it correctly. Oh, and small pause. GG, Liereyy will break his monitor and rage after today's day of AOC. And all honesty, oops, okay, now the converts are continuing, and oh, Eddie's actually going back without a single convert. Miguel now having skirmishers added in as well. Not sure how effective skirmishers will be against most of the Mangonels. Please, someone, exactly, thank you so much. And Liereyy+Hearttt now maybe going around for the big spread. There aren't actually enough monks out, so maybe just going for a Mangonel himself would have been a good one for Miguel. Hearttt is now paying 100 stone to Liereyy to, yeah, build another TC. He is at 4 TCs, so that's not a big problem. And is now soon overtaking Eddie as well. But Eddie is playing with 3 TCs as well. And maybe the big attack here, sniping one of the monks. And, yeah. Small pause here for Miguel. Eddie's still staying around. And now all the spearmen going, or pikemen going down in the front. Still 5 pikemen out though. 3 monks not getting the converts done. Skirms in the back. And if they can close the distance here, they can snag all the Mangonels. And let's take a look. Only... That's the last Liereyy+Hearttt here. Skirmishes are the last on the front here. Should focus on the monk and on the pikeman so that the next cavalier can clear. But Heartt keeps up with all his mangonels. At the same time, we have Heartt with, yeah, roughly 15 villagers less. Has a solid boom though, and oh, look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4th or 5th row farms? That's very far. The guy could easily go for a defensive mangonel now. Let's help him out so much. On the other side, Liereyy not as GG as we thought. Same villager count as Edie. It's so weird how I called this game over already, but seems like Edie couldn't go for the finishing blow, and I'm a bit honestly disappointed that he let that castle finish. Nearly sounds a little 6. Sadly, I am. Next we see going down here for Miguel. He is at 3cc, still going for a lot of trash, but Heartt's push continues. And oh, that's an aggressive castle by Heartt. And as this castle goes up, Miguel has basically that will be so tough. I believe he could lose all his monks. Edie here getting 2 of the mangonels. Let's see, can he kill his own mangonels now? He is trying to go for it. Did snipe. 2 more left, 1 more left, and wow, Eddie's help. Killing all the 6 mangonels, now even having 2 of those. That means the castle will not go up at the front here, but very much at the back, and not even 100% sure if that's really going up. Mangonel being traded 1 for 1 here. Let's see if Miguel can deny that castle. It looks good for him because Heartt has no army left. Eddie's double here at the perfect timing, getting all the, yeah, very strong mangonels here. And yeah, that beautiful double just guarantees Miguel so much more breathing room. Yeah, he lost a lot of the front, still no access to his gold, but oh, now has another good shot here. Let's take a look. If the light cav are sniping this mangonel, and indeed they will, he can just clear up all the pikemen here. And Heartt is now clicking up to Imperial Age. Let's take a look at the other guys. We have Liereyy with a solid eco again, 83 villagers. We have Edie, not so great on the other side. Has 40 Cs as well though, and running around with some monks. And Miguel, with the best eco so far, but not really clicking up to Imperial Age either.
سلام.
Miguel will go for paladins. He still has a lot of gold, so that's absolutely an option. On the other side, we have Edie now going for the Imperial Age as well. So everyone on the way to Imperial Age. Heartt is the earliest though, and yeah, Miguel just randomly slung 500 wood to Edie and said I had so much spare. Edie says mine is going paladins after he scouted with his monk here at the front. And indeed, this game is still pretty much far from over. Yeah, Heartt and Liereyy aren't looking too great. I would say Miguel and Edie are in control so far. But still, this guy is going for skirmishes. We can see lots of upgrades here. And Heartt is going for Arbalest. Liereyy is going for Cavaliers, so they are kind of going for the same composition. Although, Edie is going for Halberdiers this game. Oh, that will be interesting. So Paladin Halberdier against Arbalest Paladin. Oh, we will see about that. And how much will Edie be able to push here? What are those villagers of Edie doing? Not 100% sure. He's just saying that will be my push, and he's building another castle. Being up to Imperial Age now. Sec, Hearttt will push me. We will see about that. He has enough of skirmishes here. And Hearttt going full arbalest with Byzantines, and we have a Persian elite skirmishers. Remember, they don't have bracers, so that will be a bit dicey. He still doesn't have ballistics as it seems, so now needs to run back even against Hearttt, who's going fully arbalest. Let's take a look at that. Where are the other gold spots? Oh, one out here for Liereyy, so he's mainly getting his one gold spot on the outside here, and this one is now getting blocked. So that will get #dicey for Liereyy to get enough Cavaliers out with that limited amount of gold. Arbalest now doing the dance against the skirmishers, sniping down some of the light cav, and he's trying to push with rams and Arbalest here. Not your typical Byzantines, yeah, super choice, but probably the best that he can go for. But now without any buffer, it might be tough for him. Needs to retreat, and all the Cavaliers of Miguel now coming in, and there's not much left for Hearttt. Look at that. He only has 9 military at this moment, and will lose more of that. A lot of rams here at the front as well, and it's looking better and better for Miguel. Liereyy now going with all the Cavaliers and light cav at the side. Would find a lot of possibilities to raid here at the side. But at the front it would be very tough for him again to attack into all those Japanese pikemen. And indeed, Liereyy is going for the raid. Or what is he going for? Mine is going to you. 100 light cav knight. And indeed, that's a pretty good description. We'll get one convert here of one knight at least. And going in for the raids here. Miguel in full control. Will lose a lot, but at the same time, Liereyy, that's basically the only army that he can build this game. We see Miguel, I think he needs to regroup, save his rams, trying to go in with his with his Cavaliers. Maybe asking like, where are you exactly? But he's getting so many big raids in here. Miguel killing the eco so well, and he's taking kind of a reasonable fight here at the front as well, sending in more Cavaliers, and that should be enough to absolutely go for the kill. He has enough traps out as well. Miguel going for paladins after that. He has the best eco out of all of them, and is going for the full push. Yeah, Liereyy has more villagers, but Liereyy has no gold. Actually, he is getting that sneaky gold outside here. That's something that Eddie should never have let happen. But Miguel clearing up Liereyy over here, and this is, I call it quite early, and we went into a bit more of a closer game than I expected, but still, Liereyy no chance of really contributing into this game, and Hearttt. For him, it's only going backwards as well. If new ramps are coming in, even paladin upgrade, there's simply no chance. Lierey's going for some paladin snipes, but losing so much in exchange. Yeah, he's doing a great job of killing trap against trap, but now we have Miguel coming in, and after he clears up all those 4 traps, Liereyy will lose his castle, and then all the defense possibilities, or most likely all the hope to get into this front gold spots as well. And yeah, Miguel says I can't pass. Should have gone to the other side, yeah. And some ratings here on the left hand side. This is looking like full control for Eddie and Liereyy, for Eddie and Miguel here. Now going for the front attack. Where's Eddie with all his halberdiers? And look at that, how many traps went down. What a great defense here by Liereyy all this game long. 1 trap down, 2 traps down, 3 traps down, and the 4th one down as well. All the monks are doing a great job now denying this goal at the side, and they're saying yes, which means our enemies will GG any second, and I would be surprised if they would not. The traps finally can kill the castles, all the paladins at the front here. There's no chance of Liereyy going up for anything. Raids in the back coming in as well, and indeed the GG moment has been found. And yeah, What a good stuff. What are they writing after the game? Well played. Carried. Yeah, carried in. Yeah, Miguel seriously had a very good game here. And yeah, the double here was just a crucial timing. And that was only due to Liereyy having such a weird defense here. And I have no idea how he came up with that idea that CA would actually be an effective counter to Monk Rush. Probably didn't read all the AOC strategy books. Miguel, great killing. Eddie, great converting. Overall, best eco should be in Miguel's favor as well. And yeah, this very early cast age, that was a pretty crisp dark age by him, by Eddie. Really impressive. How would you counter a smash with Hanzo? Light Cav or a defensive castle. But CA is not an option. So update the scoreboard. And it's now 2 games in a row for Eddie and Miguel. And what is the next settings? You can read better than me. Switch civs from... Oh no, yeah. Hidden, free choice of civs, but I believe not the civs that already have been played. So no Aztec, Teutons, Byzantines, Persians, Japanese, and Huns. Whoa, I got all of them. That made me pretty happy. Yeah, so 2 civs for each, which haven't been chosen out of all of the first 6 civilizations. So still a lot to choose from, but still also a lot of blocked. I will hear you guys pretty soon.
Rogan?
Crash Overdrive. I still have no idea. Are you actually an Age of Empires player? I'm not 100% sure. I have never seen you on the side list of like AOC Zone or Reddit. Well, the thing is, it's only a Doubtcast if it doesn't go up, so that doesn't really make sense. Okay, game starting in 1 minute, guys. Interesting civilizations. Okay, sorry guys. We can jump into game number, what is it? Game number 4 now. It was 3 hidden pig civilization without the 6 civilizations from before. Sorry for all the delay. We're already at minute 11, but we didn't miss any of the action. As you can see, KD is Liereyy killed 1 scout of Eddie, and that's all we've seen so far. We have Eddie playing the Mayans, Miguel playing the Spanish, and we have Miguel going for the Spanish and 3 on stone, so most likely we will see him going for some conquistadors. Playing the Spanish and it's on stone as well, so that looks pretty mirrored here. On the other side we have Liereyy, Mayans on stone, and everyone with 3 on stone, so most likely we will see 4 players going for unique units here. And so then it comes to the decision who will play it best. And where is the blacksmith here of Eddie? That's a late one. And yeah, we didn't miss much, guys. Everyone will go for a defensive castle as it seems. Maybe someone will go crazy and build an offensive one, but that would be very surprising to me. Liereyy sold stone to go up. That's true. Means he's taking stone and not gold. That's true as well. And what else does that mean, Eddie? Say it. It means Liereyy will build a slow castle and will not go for plumed archers. And indeed, Eddie will TC first then. Great choice. This guy has knowledge of how to play this game. He will not get forwarded. Liereyy will play it very defensively and not fall behind in boom. Eddie is actually playing it very defensively on his own. Miguel said he lost his scout as well. But he's not towering. Okay. Liereyy actually playing it with one less villager here. And as we can see, he is going for the more of a boom approach. Has only 300 stone, so that will be 2 extra TCs and only then a late castle. 4 in stone here will be the very late approach, and we will see how will Eddie play it out here. When he now reaches castle age, we can see Eddie Miguel one defensive castle as well, one of the earlier ones, and we probably will see Miguel going for the castle as well. 1 TC for Eddie, 2 TCs for Eddie, and only then we'll go for the castle. So good choice by him. But yeah, both are now for all of the 4 players who are coming in. Heartt will build the castle pretty much over here. Could be an option. Yeah, I think that would be a good place. It's building it a bit more on the offensive side. That's still all reasonable. And I believe this will be a very defensive game, guys. So I'm open for answering some questions. And yeah, because now it just will be plumed archer against plumed archer, conquistador against conquistador. Everyone will walk behind us, and it's no chance that this game will get exciting before the 30-minute mark. Or no, I mean not exciting, but all the game deciding moves will be made after the 30-minute mark. How's your girlfriend? We decided to not call each other boyfriend and girlfriend, but she's very well. Next question. Back to previous comment. What are your thoughts on 3 instead of 4v4? I will comment on that during Talk of the Empire, which at the moment looks more like it will be Talk of the Hippo. What's the reason of keeping on living if we did it in the end, if we die in the end anyways? It's about enjoying the path till you die. What's the missionary HP compared to normal monk? Both have 30 HP, but the missionary doesn't get affected by sanctity. I believe in the expansion he is getting affected by sanctity. Next question. When are you going to call yourself boyfriend and girlfriend? Most likely, very most likely, never. Nearly. How to counter mass war elephant train? Mass Mamelukes or micro and put on your 50k, 56k modem. Next question. Who plays in Germany team for Nations Cup? Probably there will be 3 German teams, and we will see who plays in what. What do you call each other then? By our first names. I call her, she calls me Nearly, I call her Naomi. Just kidding. Okay, monastery now coming out from Miguel. As we can see, military Liereyy still only with 1. Did wall quite a bit here at the side. And now going for the defensive castle. Villager count, Eddie 1 behind only, Heartt 1 ahead. So that's pretty, or 1 behind, so that's pretty damn even. What's your favorite football club? That's a tough one. I had some favorite football clubs in the old years, but at the moment I don't like anyone in particular. Probably Barcelona, but not 100% sure. I have some players I like, I have some coaches I like, but that's probably it. Will there be a sub 2K tournament, Clash of the Hippo next week? No. The next week is Elimination of the Hippo, not Clash of the Hippo. So that's not going to help us, no. St. Pauli or HSV, what's worse? Both are bad. I think HSV is worse. Barcelona, take my sub back. Sorry. Yeah, like I love the old Barcelona. Now it's getting worse and worse. Nearly likes Mourinho? Yes, I do. You have epic sex skills? No, I'm actually very bad at music. I bought a drum set and I can play the drums, but very bad, and I took endless amounts of lessons and still suck heavily on it. What's the point of football? 25 running after a ball. Well, 3 aren't actually running after the ball. So in the game is the goal is to shoot more goals than your enemy. What's a special one of AOC? Probably K-Cap, but in a different kind. How do you feel about Dirk Nowitzki? Incredible, probably the best fadeaway shooter of all times. You're running out of questions, guys. Handcard now for edie+Miguel. Let's take a look at overall village account again. Never do math on stream. 135 compared to a bit more for Liereyy+Hearttt. So that's good for them. They're up a bit more, and Eddie should get more kills here. Let's take a look. And getting out micro. Liereyy having the +1 really helps. Eddie getting the +1 now as well. Might even snipe the Petard. And let's see, the micro is still real. Liereyy is closing down the distance. Eddie needs to run. And that's 1. It's very good fighting. 7-5 and 5-7 there. I love the high amount of autism. Yeah, I like myself as well. Okay, now Conquistadors are coming in. Miguel, 90 military to only 8 compared to Hearttt. Maybe he can get a lot of kills in here. Okay. Are we alone in the universe? Most likely not. Why don't you call each other boyfriend and girlfriend? Because we will probably never marry. Because we enjoy our time together, but don't love each other. Feels bad, man. Because she is actually a wonderful human being. But I don't love her, and she isn't loving me, so feels bad, man. In that regard. The rest is totally awesome. How can your girlfriend stand to having you connected to a PC for all the weekend? Well, if she couldn't stand it, she wouldn't. We wouldn't have the same status. And she's a bit of nerdy as well, so she can understand it. She doesn't get sports though. Like she would more understand if I just play instead of that I actually follow other guys playing. But she doesn't get that about any sports. Oh, Conquistadors now pushing in here. Miguel going for the first attacks. And I will leave time to keep the questions now a bit later because we are getting to that 30-minute mark that I said the game will get interesting. The castle somewhat denied here by Liereyy. Let's take a look. All the villagers now being sent to the front. He is sacrificing some plumed archers. And now did hold all the aggressive villagers here of Liereyy need to go back. Let's take a look at villager counter wall. We have Liereyy ahead and Hearttt ahead. But Miguel still doing a lot of damage and he's pushing in very far back. Lots of monks are going down and Miguel still in a very, very dicey situation here and in full control. On the other side we have Liereyy ahead and Imperial timing's a bit better for Eddie here to fight against Liereyy, I would have said, but Liereyy is already on the Imperial Age, so he needs to come up with something to hold. He's not heavily on stone, but should still be able to build a third TC here. Third castle. And then we go into a heavy trap war. It seems like Heartt is holding for now, but in a very heavy stranglehold. And he is having only one castle up. And this one could easily be sniped by Miguel, who's going for full end attack and is getting all the stone of Heartt here. Where's the rest of the stone of Heartt? Heartt is actually switching into cavalry attack. Something I absolutely didn't expect. Mass trap war over here. Eddie against Liereyy now. Did he focus on the trap? It looks like it, not on the castle here. Okay, more Kongs now pushing in. Heartt has a lot of idle villagers, and that is actually one of the, one of the closest games we have seen so far, going into Imperial Age, because everyone was playing it so evenly, and we, simply had it mirrored as well. Now the Cavaliers soon to be coming in. For now it's still Knights, and Heartt finds a beautiful, Miguel finds a beautiful positioning over here, killing a lot of villagers, killing all the Knights before they can actually get upgraded. No defensive upgrades so far here. And Miguel is finding more and more kills. The trap is out now as well. And Miguel is continuing to push. That looks pretty convincingly here. On the other side though, a pretty tough hold for Eddie, who now might get some shots against the plumed archers. No, not yet. And Liereyy is just looking so much stronger. And indeed he's saying dying. And it will be tough for Miguel if he doesn't switch onto Cavaliers. Conquistadors in the long run won't perform too well against plumed archers, only if he would go for the cavalry attack. Still some traps out. Let's see, mangonel shots only against the rams, not against anything else. And for now Eddie, maybe with some more control, can hold, but down to 2 castles, and is now adding more siege workshop. He has enough stone to add a 3rd one though. Heartt losing his last his castle there, and Miguel onto a lot of conquistadors. And he doesn't really need elite conquistadors. Yeah, it would be better, but not 100% necessary. Eddie needs to use a lot of villagers here to fight down against the capped rams. Eddie not with the highest amount of plumed archers. Upgrades are nice for bows. +4, +1. Another siege workshop here for Liereyy, and Lierey's eco just so much better. He has a solid 30-40 villagers more, and that guarantees him so much more ram production, so many more traps. And Eddie, seriously, he did say he is dying, but yeah, people are just dying in different speeds, as we all know. But it seems like, lol, Eddie is just Usain Bolt of dying. Those rams will be pushing in even further. Traps still behind, and now Liereyy is actually coming over and forcing Miguel to take an unfortunate engagement here. Heartt will lose that castle. No, actually the trap is hitting that town, that villager there. Hold please, I kill here. That's not going to happen. Liereyy now coming. Oh, and he comes from a bad angle, as it seems. Does Heartt have a lot? He still doesn't have a single defensive upgrade. And Miguel is going for elite conquistadors now. Liereyy still without elite plumed archers. Losing all the monks here. Eddie now getting some breathing room at the same time, so that's good for him. And Liereyy cannot really engage this. Miguel still can be very aggressive at the front, so without any defensive upgrade is Heartt here. 4 monks trying to convert. That's one of the better engagement for Heartt, if you ask me. Bit of an overextension there by Miguel. He should have went more for the hit and run. Liereyy now trying to run around. Where is the rest of the army here of Miguel? It's looking better and better for our, I would call them arena players. Extras are welcome. Miguel is sending over some wood here. Eddie very low still at the resources. And indeed, the siege ram upgrade already out, so rams are helping out him him so much. He has a lot of gold here at the front, getting a third castle up, and suddenly he looks like he's in a reasonable position. Oh, that's an aggressive castle. I'm not 100% sure if I like that too much. Miguel going for the next upgrade, for the banking, losing a lot of conquistadors here at the front. Needs to reposition himself. Oh, and indeed, I believe this castle of Eddie will go down. Miguel is actually playing it with very low pop as well. 90 villagers compared to 110 of Heart, but Heart only at 12 military. 64 here for Liereyy. He's trying to push in. This should still be a better fight for our Eddie, since he has more rams out and is killing more and more. Oh, going for this sneaky traps from behind here, and Miguel might lose everything. They're pushing me back, Miguel says. At the same time, Eddie is doing a great job here. And Miguel, he can easily fall back. He did get a lot of gold. He did get a lot of stone from this offensive spot. Can snipe 1 or 2 more traps. And now he's switching back into Cavaliers as well. But his eco is so much worse than Heart. And Heart is actually set up to go for all Cavalier tech now. And this is, again, a very, very open game. One of the best games we have seen in this whole tournament. At least, I believe this will still go for some time. Now Liereyy is going with the lead plumed arch. Is trying to go for the kill. And is trying to micro around all those plumed arch around all those rams. Super annoying to micro, and that nothing else he can do at this whole timing, but it feels like he's doing a great job. And yeah, Eddie needs to retreat. Now all his traps are very much out in the front here. He is killing another castle though, and suddenly we have Liereyy with 2 castles or 3 castles. Miguel going for more defensive castles here, so he will stay on Conquistador tech though, so that was my mistake. And he has so much stone. X my gold, please. Here at the front, Eddie. That's spot 1, spot 2, spot 3. How can Eddie not see it? And now we will see. Heart is going for the Paladin only tech. How that will perform against plumed archers and conquistadors. In general, Paladins are the better units. Liereyy now with a lot of plumed archers. Look at that, 67 military. That means all the traps here at the front will go down. More rams being sent to the front by Eddie as well. Maybe he can save 1 or 2 traps here, unless he gets a very big hit. Then Cavaliers now coming to the front. Heart and Liereyy, are they pushing this back? They're doing a great job here so far. Oh, plumed archers now coming from the side. It totally missed them, so maybe it did Eddie as well. Trying to go back, and a lot of them dying even without the castle help. Miguel is asking, can you hold? And Eddie should say no if he is honest to his teammate. We can see Miguel's trying to push and continue. Hard now. Click Paladins. Do we see any trade cards being set up yet? No, not on any of the sides. So everyone is still playing with their standard resources. We're at the 44-minute mark, and Liereyy is continuing his very strong push here. Conquistadors now at the other side. Not enough rams out. Where is Eddie's rams production? Look at that. He's just blocking his own gold. He doesn't have any gold income simply because he isn't going over here. I can't help you with Kongs. Yeah, Miguel, that's a big problem why you shouldn't go for Kongs to, add to lead plumed archers. And Eddie says, I'm losing. And yeah, now Kongs coming in, and that will not really help too much. You need to have a better team composition. There was a time where both teams kind of could set back and go for another switch up after we had the clear up over here. And Heart just going for the better units as it seems. Miguel's giving some food to a guy who's only producing rams and plumed archers. Thanks, but no thanks, I would say. But maybe holding. Is he continuing to repair the castle? Castle going down to 470 HP. I believe Conquistadors have an attack bonus against rams, but I believe only to do like 3 damage or something. Hearttt only now going for handcart. That's super late, but yeah, Liereyy only now going for a gold mining upgrade. So all late, and finally Liereyy is going for the market. Oh, Conquistadors now. Sweet move here. Trying to go in for the raid, and Eddie is going for one market, not the trade. Pushing at the side, Eddie is maybe collecting all this gold. That would mean that he is in a very good spot. Let's take a look. Hearttt now with the paladins out would be so much better. Eddie is telling his teammate to go back, and I believe that's the right decision. Overall, pops look pretty even, a mini tiny bit better for Liereyy+Hearttt here, but that doesn't really matter. It comes all down to positioning and unit choices. And at the moment, so many paladins at the front dying, and enough rams out for Eddie, so I believe the fight is going a bit better for them. Liereyy splitting off some plumed archers to raid all the villagers here of Eddie. He should send in the rest over here as well, and Eddie is saying no gold, sadly, very sadly, and was very polite by saying this. And Miguel is continuing to push here with the rams over against Hearttt. Let's take a look. Where are Heartt's gold income? I believe he's completely out of it. And Miguel still is getting gold at the side. Is playing it super open here in the middle, and they are just relying on rams. I believe Hearttt is simply out of gold and cannot send over more units. He's now going for the Harvard attack. And more rams out for Eddie. This looks a bit better for our French player, but yeah, not enough really. Is he producing more rams? Yes, he is. He's selling a lot in the market and should go for the gold. Now trying to go for the left hand side raid as well. Miguel is still getting some gold, and Miguel is pushing here. Did snipe down more monastery, and it seems like he can do a lot of damage against Hearttt. Let's take a look. He has a nice amount of units out though. Miguel switching to Harbidiers now as well. Maybe can get them in before he needs to take an engagement against Hearttt. And again, Eddie's saying, no way I can hold. Yeah, you're lacking the rams, mate. Man's War is all about rams. And now he's going to the other side? That would be so bad. And he isn't focusing on the plumed archers as well. Still so many arrows going for the siege rams. Let's take a look how Miguel can take this engagement. He's getting down the trade cards. At the moment, our trade is 4-2-2. So very minimal for both teams at the moment. First castle down. More castles will go down for very sure. Still no HP upgrade on them. Now the engagement's coming up. Only I had back gold. 11. Well, if only you would have pushed your normal gold, mate. But yeah, a lucky map looks differently. That's true. And Liereyy now with extra gold can push so much. But Miguel is still pushing at the same time. Point lead is switching every second now. Now the big engagement of Hearttt is coming in. Miguel absolutely needs to retreat, and that wasn't the greatest retreat ever. Lost two Conquistadors there on the way. Now Harbidiers are coming in to do some damage, but the amount of Harbidiers is just too small. One attack upgrade, 4 defense upgrades so far, or 3 defense upgrade making it plus 4 defense. And suddenly Liereyy ran out of rams here. And Eddie kind of stays in this game. And if Miguel keeps the push, yeah, he can easily get cleared up by all the plumed archers. Oh, a nice raid here at the side. Eddie maybe can send in more and more villagers. Trying to do something nice. And yeah, Conquistador is so effective, and if he has a nice buffer of enough Harbidiers at the front, that's absolutely great for him. Let's take a look how he's taking this engagement. Paladins are running around from the left hand side. Miguel needs to retreat, maybe go a bit more to the right hand side, or is even retreating even further, and that's just a beautiful move here. His trap is getting under heavy fire of the trap of Hearttt, but he's pushing nicely. Hearttt dropping down to pop 160, but Eddie only looking at pop 120, is raiding some at the left hand side, but at the same time he's getting the big push into his face of rams. I think he should have built like 50 extra farms and just sling Miguel to more hussars here to defend against the rams. That would have been the option, but at the moment he will lose just so much and will soon be looking down to only one castle. But on the other side, Hearttt is dying as well. Trade could count 15-4. We can see Miguel still not being set up for this, and Miguel won't be happy here. And Heartt now coming over to the other side. That will make Eddie cry even harder. But honestly, he's doing a very bad job here of not trading, of not sending all his units over. He is just, in no man's land. Should maybe go for some trade ratings or something, but at the moment, he's not contributing anything. And Heartt is just playing it so much better. Look at how Heartt boomed away, how much eco he has, and what Eddie's doing. That's his first villagers he's sending. And that's one of the worst answers you can give. Like, what do you want me to do? Miguel actually wants to help Eddie and wants to win this game still, and Eddie just says nothing. Because he already gave up with this game, and Miguel will not be happy with how Eddie played his last minutes. There was no fighting spirit, no real reaction onto getting this game properly done. And Miguel, let's take a look at his resources. He has enough resources to add in some light cav to kill those rams. Look at that, only had 2 light cavs. Would be make the world so much better. Don't need to lure to me. Well, he needs to save some villagers. Oh god, that team chat. And yeah, indeed, he lost all his villagers here at the right hand side now, Eddie. So he might indeed get defeated, and that will be the next game for Liereyy+Hearttt here. After a very nice boom of Liereyy. And dying hard, but just waiting for Liereyy to come over. Just a slower boom was so much better for Liereyy, and we had Eddie trying to go for the slower boom as well. Had the better numbers, but without all the upgrades, and Liereyy had the better micro, then the better push, and the slower boom and Eddie not getting out enough rams really meant that he had no chance of fighting any big plumed archer ram fights over here. And it's getting worse and worse here. Miguel losing all his food eco now, pop 140. Look at that, Eddie at 60 pop, and the others looking at 170. Heartt dropping down to 110 as well, and might even drop further, but I believe there's simply no answer to Liereyy. Just sending over 40 plumed archers and can easily take good fights against conquistadors, against all the halberdiers. And again, not again, again, Miguel is tapping out, and it's a GG. And you can instantly see the host. Is that Miguel? Let me just quickly check. Is Miguel hosting? No, Eddie's hosting. Okay, then I will take back what I wanted to say. But GG and Liereyy+Hearttt evening it out and shortening the series, because now we are at 2-2, guys. Achievements. I'm not really sure what to look at. Maybe the eco at Imperial Age. Compare Eddie and Liereyy. A bit better Liereyy. Simply having the better boom here. Look at that. Always just stronger in this area. Eddie did go for more army early on, but when they fought, it was just so much better for Liereyy. And Miguel had so much control over Heartt, but you can see Liereyy simply won the game against Eddie there. Not much more to be seen. And this series is really showing us what we wanted to. Already seeing 4 of the better games. And now we see game number 5 and game number 6 as team random and team random again. Should be pretty damn interesting. I will answer more questions of you guys. I had to stop at the 30-minute mark because then the game got very interesting. Oh, thinking 10. That's a very good question. If you could change one thing about AOC, the community that would have the best positive effect of the game, what would you do? Combine Steam with Woobly. Have everyone on Woobly play, like, everyone who's downloading Steam directly is connected to Woobly, and everyone on Woobly has to play with the expansions. That would be so much better. like everyone on the same platform, which is on the better platform with the new expansions. That would be just beautiful. Will there be more emotes in the near future, or are you subscription capped? At the moment, I can get one more. What's your thought on Zorg? I didn't talk to him in years. He wasn't one of the most friendly guys ever, but certainly a very strong player. Siege engineers make patterns 40% stronger, but no one uses it in Imp. Feels bad, man. Are you going to play in a big poker tournament like the one on YouTube again? No. I'm done with that. That's a depressing relationship? No, it's beautiful. Miguel trying to make hard defeat. Probably that was his plan, yeah. And yeah, Eddie became clearly an all-around player. That's a nice observation there, but butter chicken. I don't see how not building the eco at all is going to pay off in the long run. Miguel isn't doing nearly enough damage. Well, he did enough damage, that's for sure. Oh, interesting. Interesting tips. I would love to play that in DM. Damn, nearly on fire. Yeah, really fed on fire. Nearly should do auctions. I think I would be good at that, yeah. Nearly should be on one of those ESPN guys doing analysis between football games. Not that I have any idea about football games, but yeah, I think I wouldn't be the worst at that position. Let's say about that. Eddie throw? Yeah, I thought like it. That answer from Eddie really sucked? Yes. Do you have an autism spinner? I don't know what that is. So most likely not. Are you going to play in a big poker tournament like this on YouTube again? Didn't I answer this question? What is an autism spinner and where can I buy one? I have no idea. Probably Google might help. How will you handle all the groupies at Gamescom? Not sure yet. Probably I will buy a grassed out mask and will run around on Gamescom. And no one will want to talk to me anyways. Who's the best Norwegian player and why is it Zlatan? Zlatan, because he's the best Norwegian player. What happened in you in this tourney? And what tourney? Why didn't you play the tournament for casters? Because I'm too good. Like, the second best is probably MEMP or T90, like both like 1700 or something on those settings, and I'm like 2.1k or like 2k, so that doesn't really make sense. Booby ratings. That is the best caster? I disagree. More question, guys. I would love seeing you walk around in a 2x1 meter doubt head. Yeah, if you get me one, I will walk at least 10 minutes over Gamescom wearing that. How do I unignore someone on Twitch if I can't click their name? Probably hashtag unignore and their name. When is losers round 3 game? I believe only this morning we had losers game 2. So they have to start scheduling tomorrow. So will take some time. Is it true that Zlatan cheated against Viper to win? I have no idea about that. Never heard about that. Yeah, we need that. Team USA isn't too bad, yeah. Do you think Indians are OP now? No, I don't. How long before game 5 starts? It already started. I'm just trash talking before the action starts. We're at minute 7. Well, I'm not sure how good Spring is on those settings of Nations Cup. So I'm not too surprised to not see him in the lineup. Who will sling the other influencer? Sling is nerfed. Remember that, guys. Will you play Nations Cup 2017? Let me check my WhatsApp. Looks like it. Yeah, looks like it. Oh God. Getting some weird pictures here. What are we waiting for? The game to get interesting. Who do you think is going to win on each match tomorrow in All-Stars matches? You have to write me all the matches so then I can give you my predictions. Will you practice hard for Nations Cup? Define hard. Nifed got picked up by Germany A captain. Yeah, you know how that works. I will. How do you pick up yourself? Like, use your hands under your bottom and pull yourself up? Something like that, right? I might have missed it, but how is Viper's not playing the series? He played with Doubt. They had to travel at 2 different times. Played with Kalini and dropped out in round of 16. Okay, then I would say let's jump into you're Germany A captain. Well, who else would be Germany A captain? I have no idea yet. So I will get the drink and then we can jump into the game. 15 seconds. Okay, what do you have on the front of your t-shirt? You didn't see that! Dude. Grassed out pyramid. Okay, Nikov against Sato. 2-1 Nikov. Back T against Tim. 2-1 Tim. Liereyy versus Slam. 2-1 Liereyy. Doubt against Viper. 3-0 Viper. That's it. And now we're jumping into game number 5. Score is down to 2-2. We're playing team random and we're looking at Mongols for Eddie. We're looking at Miguel Saracens. So bad, Civ composition for them. Hard with the Mongols and Saracens for Liereyy. So bad distribution of the civilization here as well. Eddie playing the Boom Civ and we have Miguel with the Mong Civ. On the other side we have Hard playing with the Mongols and Liereyy with the Saracen Mong Rush Civ as well. So I would say it could be a bit better for... Oh, actually Eddie wasn't in Pure Age for quite some time. And yeah, now we see Eddie going for... Wow, Eddie going for some scouts. And what is Hard doing of a Castle Age time? And look at that, 1348. I didn't even know that was possible. I didn't want to go for Miguel, I wanted to go for Hard. Look at that, guys. Pop 25 uptiming. Interesting stuff. A lot on wood here, has some farms out, and seems like he pushed some deer, got some gold in, and that's pretty solid. Is there a reason you have no mods? I have some mods. That seems like no one's on now. So let's see how hard we'll play this out. We have Liereyy going for the... Oh, Lierey's actually going for the Monk Rush this time. And we have Miguel going for some monks at least. And Eddie is going for a castle? That's so weird. Okay. Free boom. He. Okay, he didn't actually build a house after 25. Nice try, Crash Overdrive. Yeah, about 25 and then forgets out. Oh, indeed. Okay, Liereyy going very aggressively here as well. Let's see what if Eddie sees it. Uh-oh, 5 villagers to the front. What is... Oh, what is going on here? Let's go into the point of view of Eddie. What does he see? He sees some villagers out here in no man's land. And he's actually going for a lot of villagers on stone. Now we can wall those villagers in. What are we witnessing here? Oh, now trying to go out with the villagers here against 2 scouts. How can Eddie let that happen? I believe they have to go down. What is he not doing with the second scout? Now going in. And Liereyy so shut down here, losing 2 villagers instantly. Now the aggressive siege workshop and a castle behind that. That will be so interesting. So that's a Mongol push here against the Saracen monastery defense. What are we seeing in this game again? Oh yeah. So 2 defensive monasteries for Miguel on the other side, playing it a bit safer, going for 2 TCs as well. And now the aggressive castle, and Liereyy still without any production. Did add 1 TC though. Poor Liereyy, he's 12 years old. Give him a break. That's so true. I didn't even know that he had birthday. I thought he was 11. Call Mongo saying hi. Look at that. I'm famous. How are you? Oh, you're asking me how I am. Now comes the good question. That's always like, could you do me a favor or something? Or could you give me the password for something? He has perfect map to defend, is Eddie saying. And yeah, it's a good map to defend indeed. He has a defensive stone, defensive gold. Liereyy is not 12 years old? I knew it that he isn't 12. I believe he's 11. I was pretty sure that he's 11. Please choose your wording a bit wiser in the future. That's let me see if timeout works that way. Yeah, it does. Okay. Guys, please, why so insulting here? Okay, let me see what I missed during the match. Yo's got a bad map, main gold forward. I workshop him too. Oh yeah, so double aggression against Hart, who obviously is very far ahead when it comes to villagers. Liereyy is looking pretty solid as well, now trying to go for some converts against the monks here. Against the Mangodites, and he's getting some kills off, so that's a good start for Eddie. He's now in against the guy who's playing without loom. Let's take a look how Lierey's trying to play this out. Eddie's trying to go in with the scout and see what's going on. Can you pet or Oh, that's actually a good option. Let me take a look. Eddie, he would have enough food. He's playing at 1 TC only. Scout is now out. Mangoda is trying to be annoying. We'll get some of it just. Whoops! Oof, oh, that was a ground attack by Eddie. Missed it. Let's see now. Loom is out here. And we see... Nice... Whoop, whoop, whoop. Oh, nice, good ground attack here by Liereyy. Let's take a look. Now 6 Mango Dice out. Only +1 going for Botkin Arrow. That's why he isn't building any patterns. Maybe some big ground attacks here over the right hand side. I believe Eddie now needs to find a way to go out here. Or is maybe trying to go in. Let's take a look. He has now 8 Mango Dice out. They still do a lot of damage against Mangonels. Losing 2 Mango Dice and 1 Scout here. And that's a successful defense by Liereyy. Let's take a look how they will do with the aggression here. Miguel going for favor. That's such a weird upgrade. Redemption would be so much better for him here. Mango Dice now coming over. Is there a potential defense for Heart? Yeah, he's heavily on stone. Defensive castle by Heart, and I feel like it should go up. We will see about that. Miguel continues to push here. Miguel asking, yeah, actually those monks would be so much better against the Mangonels of Liereyy here, trying to convert them. Then the Mango Dice could have done so much more damage. Maybe go in with a spread formation now. This is all walled up, or is it? Yeah, it seems like it. Maybe get 1 kill in, but Liereyy is just sending all his villagers back. And this is more of a, yeah, getting into a defensive game. Now this push won't do much. Miguel absolutely shut down. Yeah, those rams will do some damage against the castles, but will never get it down. 3 TCs here by Miguel. Let's take a look at villager count. Liereyy ahead by 15 against Eddie, and we have Heart 20 ahead against Miguel. Yeah, military is still a bit better for Miguel and Eddie, but they cannot really do anything. See and convert if you can. Let's take a look. Trying to go for the first one, getting 1 hit done, and whoa! That helped out that he had Sanctity there. Mango Dice getting 1 kill here against the builder, trying to get the house done, maybe get some double hits of the Mangonels, but no, did run in time. Lucky for him. Next castle is coming up. Eddie not looking to click to impale age. Miguel and Heart on the other side. Both are on the way. And then we will see what will happen. Maybe Miguel going for a lot of traps might be pretty good for him. We can see redemption now for Liereyy. Going for more and more monks. Converters workshops, indeed, that's a good idea. Doing more ratings over here with the Mango Dice. Just killing 1 monk, killing 1 villager, and going back over. Not 100% sure if that's the best idea, but yeah, siege workshop now deleted. Miguel is taking care. Mangonel, where is it? Okay, so the trap war on the right hand side will be super interesting. Does Heart actually see the forward? No, he does not. So that castle is a bit at the risky side. Let's take a look. Is he getting mass Mango Dice out? Oh, some converts, I believe. Miguel might lose his... Oh, Mango Dice now coming in at the right hand side. Liereyy, what does he have? At the moment, not too much. Only 2 Mangonels. Makes that 1. Getting the hits in. Eddie is doing the damage. Miguel with some monks could maybe snipe those Mangonels from a long distance. Eddie with bloodlines with +1 defense can do a lot of damage. Is denying that 1 gold spot and is super annoying here. 1 siege workshop at the front is getting into more kills. Maybe can go down here, and that would be such a beautiful area, such a beautiful spot. Is getting that 1 Mangonel down, and now suddenly Liereyy will have no working villagers except maybe someone would here at the right hand side, and that's so many kills. Look at that. We have Liereyy at 78 villagers, but 40 of them idle. Now trying to go for some converts is Liereyy. Will lose both of his monks, and Eddie in a beautiful position. Liereyy will lose his main TC, and then we will see how the right hand side is playing it out. Liereyy feels so dead now. Getting a castle up. The monks here at the side could give some more intel. Mango is trying to reposition themselves. Let's take a look if Liereyy is trying to get some more Mangnots out against those Mango dice. Yeah, he is. Why is Eddie going back? Ah, because Liereyy has... Uh-oh, that was a misclick. Or was it? No, it wasn't. And Eddie was retreating a bit too much. Now both going for chemistry, and that's a pure trap tennis here. 3 castles against 3 castles, mass traps. Look at that, 4 traps out against 3 traps out. And if Miguel can just reset the castle count to both having 0, that would be totally fine for him. If he can get the Mongols to 0 castles, he would be super happy with his life. Oh, heal please. Stay 1 for heal. Yeah, he has monks on both sides. 1 castle now down for Miguel. He doesn't have any more monks, so Mangdice could actually go in and go for some snipes. 1 castle down, and I believe that's what he will be going for. Let's take a look. Oh no, enough monks here in the back. So we see Hearttt retreating. 5 traps out here for Hearttt. More monks at the front, and how much does Eddie still need to click up? Look at that. Lierey's resources absolutely at the limit. Eddie's resources not too much better. 3 TCs up. Villager count 70 to 80 of Liereyy, and some more ratings. Please explain how Liereyy could win this. What do you mean? What did he win? Eddie simply didn't commit. Eddie is still heavily in favor here. Oh, that might be a bit of an overextension with all his traps. Should have maybe gone more to the right hand side. Traps now at the front trying to heal against all the traps. Bombard cannons now coming out, and I believe Miguel is playing it pretty clever. Hearttt down to 2 castles, but that one is under heavy pressure. Let's take a look. Villagers at the front shouldn't do too much. Bombard cannons very efficient here. Let's take a look how Hearttt is doing it. Very low upgrades, but elite Mango dice. Getting 1 more shot in, 2 Mango dice down. Bombard cannons, I believe he killed all 3 of them. No, 1 sneak behind the traps, and suddenly we have Hearttt at only 1 single castle here. That's not enough if you play the Mongols, and Eddie is still very effective with all his ratings, and now even rating against Hearttt, and that's super deadly here at the side. Let's take a look. Mango dice now doing a great job of killing all the monks at the front, killing the bombard cannons, and suddenly Miguel, yeah, he still has some traps out, but out of all of his protection for the traps, so no more monks. That's what I wanted to say. They're trying to go for the mining camp over here now. Mango dice should run over to get more denials in. Bombard cannons now at the front, needs to go back into the range of the castle. Why is he having this bombard cannon so far out? They are now going. Look at that, he's actually focusing down a house. He thought that was a trap. Such a misclick. Mamluks now at the front doing some damage against the Mango dice, but not enough here. Beautiful micro by Hearttt, actually sending 1 to the front. And Miguel needs to go down. He somewhat did his yeah, what he wanted to go for, but I believe it could have been a bit better here. Will lose all his castles now on his own. And we have Hearttt at 2 castles, but lost all his gold miners here at the side. Is he still on gold? Some here, but it's a very trap one. At the same time, Eddie is still doing a lot of damage. Liereyy and Eddie now going up basically at the same time. Miguel going for camels, but I believe he wasn't able to research the special tech upgrade. Eddie's now going for the pushover. Maybe he can get 1 castle down. But yeah, I believe you need traps to kill a Mongol, and that will be super efficient here for Heartt. Miguel still with only +0, +2, and Heartt just with the most cost efficient unit in the game. Eddie still needs so much time. I believe this ram attack over here won't be too efficient, and I have no idea what Liereyy will do. Elite Mango Dice against Mango Dice. I have no idea how efficient that will be. Hold longer you can. That's a good advice. Okay, let's take a look. Heartt now did catch up with all his upgrades. I'm not sure how this will work out. Firing rate so much better for Elite Mango Dice. I believe Eddie needs to run 2 more monks. Could go for some conversion. And yeah, Eddie is getting out somewhat alive here. At the same time, Miguel got some time to breathe. It's important that Eddie now doesn't lose all his castles here at the front. And Heartt is coming over with his traps. Eddie needs to desperately get out all his stuff. I have 4 castles. Trap yours. You say you have 4 castles. Ah, shit, indeed. Indeed. Yeah, you had 4 castles. Now all the camels, I believe they need to take a fight maybe before Elite Mango Dice here. Let's take a look. I believe going in even before Bracer. Miguel says 14. Eddie's still missing. He's saying no, but he means yes. Now everyone is going in. No more army coming in from both sides. If Heartt is winning this, the game would be over, but I believe he's so heavily outnumbered. Yes, he has a better upgrades, and yes, he has a lead in Mango Dice, but Mango Dice at the back from Eddie as well. Some traps allows, and it was enough camels. I believe it might be Eddie sniping all those traps. Yeah, Heartt lost a lot by it. Miguel lost a lot, but Heartt not enough. Mango Dice out now, and yeah, this was at the very last timing, and still even saved all his castles here, Eddie. Wow, what a clutch hold here. Now traps and onagers here for Liereyy. Very vulnerable against some incoming hussars, but Eddie still doesn't have the tech. Is going for lead Mango Dice now. His eco is a bit scrappy. At the same time, that's a lot of bombard cannons, but no protection. No protection for the bombard cannons. Only now sending in some camels, but still not fully upgraded Saracen camels. Onagers now could go for big damages here. Eddie, maybe get some more of that stone out. He has 4 castles indeed. Now going for Parthian tactics. Not the most important upgrade against onagers though. And losing all the bombard cannons here at the front. That was so costly. So costly here for Miguel. Look at that. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 5.5 bombard cannons lost there. That's so much resources. I will lose all my castles, Eddie says, and I believe he is right. If he doesn't get out a lot of light cav here. Maybe even ask for some camel help. And now we have Heartt going down to 1 castle though. So overall it's looking pretty bad for both teams. Maybe Eddie can get up to 1 and can maybe get to some more stone here. And he actually has a stone spot at home, so that's pretty fine for him. Let's take a look how he's trying to engage this. Maybe kill 2 onagers would be an option. He will never get out with all his Mango Dice alive. Let's take a look. 2 onagers down. Maybe he can get 3. No, he will run with 4 Mango Dice. So that's reasonable for both of them, I would say. Now going in with the left-hand side attack. We're still missing chemistry. Not the greatest move here. Was missing patrol. Another bombard cannon to the front. And Eddie now suddenly, after knowing that he's very, very low on his Mango Die count, just wasting 10 over here again. And will lose his castle now. Didn't even add his waypoint over here. Is getting another castle in the back, and he has enough stone to build a 3rd one pretty soon. So that will be 3 castles against Heartt's 1 castle. Overall, small advantage here for edie+Miguel, I would say, especially because Miguel is going for probably the better tech as well. But Liereyy is going for the tax now. So maybe he's going for camels as well. And it's funny how this very scrappy game is completely reset, and it feels like both teams kind of at the same point. Heartt only missing 1 more castle and then everything would be good. Let's take a look how much stone is still here at the front. A solid 900. Mine will have SO. Yeah, at one point, but not now. Going for more stables. I believe the castle, I would have built it more towards the trade instead of building it in no man's land. And yeah, indeed. No, not indeed. Where is he building it? Oh, yeah, a bit more defensively. That's good. Again, bombard cannon attack. I don't know why he's not going for traps. And now maybe go for the HP upgrade. That's not the greatest positioning by Heart here. Camels can close the distance. They want to go for the bombard cannon snipe and will get them eventually, but only at the cost of a lot of mango dice. Castle is going down to a solid 4.8k HP. Another bombard cannon going down against the trap snipe even. More mango dice now coming over to protect. Where is the other bombard cannon? Going on a pure suicide mission. I have no idea what he was thinking. And lost this one. It's another 4 bombard cannons going down. How sloppy can a guy be? At the same time, that's just random houses. And Eddie's going in for some more raids. And even leaving that trap out alive with 6 HP. Orange is now coming over to the right hand side. Liereyy is going for the camel tag as well. Mango dice now the main issue here for Eddie, like you want to see, and is going for a sweet raid here against a guy who's at 130 military though. Big raid here. That's a solid 30 villagers going down already. And yeah, it doesn't seem like... Wow, look at all those dead bodies, and it's getting more and more. Suddenly hard from pop 160 dropping down to pop 120. Not even that. Bombard cannon again. Miguel trying to do some wonders here, and now finally having the 170 HP upgrade. I should have looked how it was called when it was getting researched. I would say so much better map control here for edie+Miguel. Yeah, they're behind in points, but does that really matter? They can still get those 2 gold spots. If Eddie only scouted them. They're setting up the trade. Probably the first game that we can see the trade set up here, like correctly. Still missing chemistry is Eddie though. Heart is desperately keeping on his 1 castle. I believe Liereyy should sling all the stone to Heart in the long run though. Let's take a look. Zealotry. That's so true. Bombard cannons now doing some damage against the traps, which came over from Liereyy. Nice team play here. Liereyy and Heart fighting together now. And Eddie says they have no gold, and they might be correct. Nice raid here in the middle, and now the camels, are they taking the good engagement? Trying to micro a bit back. Where is all the army of Eddie just spread around? Look at that. So much army in no man's land here, while all the others are fighting here in the middle. All the onagers going down the traps as well. Not a lot of elite mango dice out, and it feels like Heart and Liereyy are in such a bad position now. Do we maybe see GG soon? Heart at the same time trying to reinforce and get a second castle up, maybe giving himself some more hope. He is controlling his mango dice quite reasonably, but negative kill stats for both our Liereyy and Heart players here. Still controlling all the gold spot. Yeah, they're setting up the trade. Look at that. Already 15 trade cards out by Eddie, so good approach in that regard. Why no Mamelukes? Because they aren't too great against mango dice, and not too great against camels actually, and very costly on arena. So Mamelukes not an option for arena. Maybe in 4v4s. Let's take a look how Heart will handle his new 1 mango dice. I believe every mango die going down now is so bad for him. Another gate would have been better. Look at those random farms of Miguel. Not 100% sure how they came up. Oh, and Heart getting up to 30C now. Do we see any trade being set up yet? No. No trade yet. Eddie is going for more and more gold control here in the middle. Finally has chemistry as well. That's what I wanted to say, but he doesn't. Going for more rams. It's going for the hazard tag. Let's see how hard we'll try to engage this. Hard is trying to fight this off. Overall population still so much better for Miguel and Eddie. Something I didn't take a look at for quite some time. And now Eddie realizes, oh, I don't have chemistry. Now he's fixing his mistake. Only +1 for Liereyy. Miguel finally did get his +4. And look at that, Eddie still has no idea about those 2 gold spots. But he's still getting more gold. He's getting the trade up, is now sending in more light calf. And is, going for the raid here in the middle. That's pretty damn good for them. And I don't see any trade still set up. So overall, it feels like Eddie and Miguel are in full control. Let me take a look if that might be the final push. No, not yet. Liereyy is getting enough camels out here. Miguel says GP, indeed there's not enough buffer, sending him some light calves here at the back, but no, not with all those upgrades. Look at that, no attack, only +2 defense. And actually I believe Mongols only have +2 defense, so yeah, I will take that back. And yeah, no hazard upgrade at the same time. Miguel just needs to get up more of his camels. Finally the castle I wanted to see earlier, controlling all the trade. And yeah, they're just beautifully set up for the long game here. Oh, do I see a trade rate? Uh-oh, Hart could go for it. Does he have anything to sneak himself through? Or is he just defending against those 3 rams? It seems like it, yeah. But that leaves Liereyy super exposed here at the front. I'm not 100% sure if that was the right reaction. We keep them no gold. And Miguel wasn't really sure. He said no, and then he saw okay, we are rating pretty good, and said yes. Eddie, a lot of spare resources, but still not enough houses to actually go for pop 200. Oh, I believe that killing those 3 rams with all his mango was a mistake. They lost so much ground. Liereyy lost all his villagers there at the gold front. Now trying to go for more and more markets, but the trade route still not set up and doesn't look beautiful at all. Caravans finally for Hart, trying to set up the trade. And this could be the GG moment here pretty soon. Let's take a look how Hart is pushing this in. Where's Liereyy at the same time coming from behind? This might be the GG moment if Hart and Liereyy are losing this convincingly. Eddie is thinking about going back. Miguel wants to continue fighting. He is doing a great job against all the Mangolites at the same time, trying to reposition. Lost a bit of a battle of the fight here, but so did Hart, and now trying to run in. All the camels going down of Liereyy. Miguel is trying to go back to the right hand side again. Hart is trying to go back, and I believe Eddie is pushing in further and further into the strait. Lierey's amount of army is just so low. Look at this, 6 military and 26 compared to a solid 60 here. The team, more camels being sent and more rams to the front as well. They're still controlling all the gold units here. I believe we might see the GG any moment here. Trying to get the trade run. They're not 100% into the trade, but they can get into it any second now. And now would be the moment where we see some random 6 bombard cannons being sent into castles and to their death from Miguel normally, but probably even out of gold for that. Overall pop, as you can see, Eddie Miguel at pop 200, Hart and Liereyy struggling to stay over 140. That's a final push here. Hart losing all his Mangolites. This has to be the GG indeed. Miguel saying GB, but it was a GG. And yeah, oh, now we're only seeing those 2 golds. And yeah, pretty good push here by Eddie. And had full control against Liereyy. We had Miguel sniping a lot of the castles with his push. Did fall behind quite a bit. And then they had this one big find just shortly after reaching in PLH. And Hart was just missing those 5 to 10 manga dice to really hold it here. Okay, so that's the score updated to 2-3. So 1 more team random, and after that, hidden free pick coming in. So military stats. Eddie, great kill stats. Liereyy not getting into too many kills on its attack, but never got the real big shots of nice trade profit for Eddie. And Miguel was pretty well set up for long run as well. 4 relics even, I completely missed that. But yeah, makes sense after going for the Monk Rush. Lierey's not 12-year-old. Lol. Okay. Oh, do you mind co-caster? I actually didn't see the third message of Mongo. Check your PM. Yeah, I just did. Whoops. Overlay. Yeah, just come and join if you want to. Where shall we go? Okay. So, okay, nice burn on zero empires there. Mongo, what are we doing? Are we going to TeamSpeak? Probably, right? And yeah, we'll be TeamSpeak. Oh, Goku and Rio are actually playing Counter-Strike at the moment. And yeah, I will be muted for quite some time. Yes, but muted for now. And okay, let me answer some questions if you had some during the game. I felt like I got pretty much into the mood there, right? Did it feel that swapping over to you? You just see a bunch of people spamming chat saying that. How come you think Indians aren't OP? Well, not everyone is picking them yet. And if they would be OP, everyone would pick them. That's my thought. Oh golly, that's an evil matchup. That we will see pretty soon. When is Talk of the Empire? Well, it was planned after this, but Dogao cancelled and Zero Empires cancelled. So I will probably do Talk of the Hippo, and we'll just talk about whatever else I would have talked about. And just will answer mass questions. So it won't be a real talk show, but like a monologue with the chat or a dialogue. Let's call it a dialogue. Yeah, it will be late night talk with the hippo, indeed. Maybe I'll edit the heading. Well, the late show, it's good. To sleep in, or to make it long and sleep in long tomorrow, because Sunday evening will be very long for me as well. So that can be brutal for sure. Yeah, maybe I find someone I want to talk to, but unlikely. I don't like people too much. And late night talk is probably early morning YouTube video. Is this innocent Coke or something snuck in there? Actually, sugar snuck out and cherry snuck in. Will it be rescheduled Talk of the Empire? I have no idea. Like, it doesn't really make sense to schedule it for some days later. And I'm a bit disappointed of that because I offered him different times and he said like, yeah, 23 GMT is okay. And I was like, okay, I didn't expect that. And yeah, now he's saying like he won't be of much use, but yeah, that's what happens. And I don't want to like schedule 3 times, and it's not like an unmissable event ever. So yeah, I don't want to make it like too big there. What do you think about the theory that Kalini is not one man, but instead a collective of multiple people keeping up the legend of Kalini? Sounds like crap. Which are the topics today of Talk of the Empire? It would have been Woobly streaming policy, live recs against casted recs, talking about the running tournaments like this one, and then some Nations Cup stuff. Oh, Tyrant the Viper. Maybe I will do just a dialogue with the Viper, and we can talk about all those infos. Maybe it would be in there. That overlay. Don't get too overexcited, mate. Neely's having a hard, yeah, honestly, like, the picture is like this big on my second screen and very far. So I was remembering, I couldn't read it. So, Orion, the Talk of the Empire is most likely going to be cancelled. What do you think about first? No, just do a sweet friendly chat between friends and stream it about what's going on in ASC world at the moment, and maybe talk about some potential nations for the Nations Cup coming up. And that is in 1 or 2 games, because now we are at 3-2 for edie+Miguel, and we're playing down to till someone gets 4 points. How long when? When the score is 4-3. 4-3. 4 for someone. Will you put your name in the title? No. I will just... can you advertise your emotes? Yes, you can. And... I can put your name in the title, but I wouldn't. I would have made it Talk of the Hippo, or like Late Night Hippo Talk or something. I would have called it. But very unofficial with random topics. And you don't have to follow any special rules. And I will give you 6 minutes of advertising all your great smileys. But only writing them down once every minute. And Viper Saps. How is Jordan still a smiley? Is someone still using Grass Jordan? I think I never did a Grass Jordan pyramid up to now. Well, my screen, it shows that I finished, right? So that's the official thing. Yeah, and do you think I care what it shows on your screen, or you care what it shows on the official stream here? Need to use the spots to make sure he wins, rigged. So you still have some time to think about it. First, we will have another nice arena match here. Miguel and Eddie against Hart and Liereyy. And co-casting with me will be Cole Mongo, a guy who really carried me through my 40-hour stream as well. So I'm very thankful for that for him. Do you want me on your Hippo show or not? Yeah, I said I want you on your, want me on your Hippo show. I want you on my Hippo show. I want me on my Hippo show as well. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but only relax talking, so don't pressure me too much of delivering content, please. You can come up with the name of the show, and one day we can do a mashup. Like I will plug in my drum set again, and then I can do like the drums behind the epic sex guy. I'm not really sure how that's going to work, but yeah, we'll see. Blow your nose before game starts. That's a pretty good tip, MK. I will take care of that. Good boy. Okay, guys, I think since we are going into a very intense phase of the series, I would say we should slowly jump into it, and I will unmute myself on TeamSpeak whenever I find it, that's being said. And there we are. And then I would say we slowly jump into game number 6. Remember, guys, Hearttt and Liereyy now leading. Oh no, wait, they are behind, right? They are behind 3-2. And we look into this last team random. Next game will be free choice of civilizations, no restrictions if I remember correctly. So let's jump into game number 6, and we have interesting civilizations. We have Eddie with the Goth, we have Miguel with the Turks, on the other side we have Liereyy with the Turks, and Hearttt going with the Goth, and with me will be Mr. Comongo.
Hello.
So tell me something about those interesting civilizations. Turks and Goths. What can Turks do in this game? I mean, what can Goths do in this game?
Oh, this is amazing, because if you look at it, both Goth players are versus each other, so you can think of early aggression from Eddie. I would suppose and expect an early aggression from Eddie. Try to push pressure on Hearttt. While Miguel goes one-on-one with Liereyy, because if it goes to late game, then it's going to be really difficult for Goths to actually deal with Turks. They can't really make anything that can counter that. I mean, they can go hand cannons, but that's about it, really.
Maybe Cavaliers. Cavaliers of Goths aren't really bad, if I remember correctly. They have husbandry, bloodlines, I believe +4 and +4, so they aren't super bad.
Yeah, true. They are pretty strong, actually. Yeah, they get all the upgrades apart from the last armor upgrade on their Cavaliers, so they're pretty decent, actually. Not too bad. But then Turks can, switch to camels, and then they can counter the Cavaliers, so pretty versatile. I would say Turks have the edge in this game.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, you can just go for some camels as well. Your goth partner could go build you some halberdiers as well. So cavaliers is something we won't see too likely. I would have even loved to see goth against Turks and Turks against goth on both sides. But now we have a double mirror. Not as interesting to me. Most likely, as you said, Eddie will go for some aggression with monks. Let's see how Hart will react, and the other two guys most likely will go for Janissaries, right?
Yeah, true. Because I mean, they don't really get the worst monks in the game. They don't get redemption or atonement, but as we know, Eddie's skills with monks, he don't really need those. I mean, with good micro, he can do some significant damage. But if you look at Hart's map, he's got back main goal, which is quite safe. So don't see how he can put too much pressure on Hart with the push. But then again, looking at Eddie's map, I think that's the way forward for him. I mean, if Hart decides to go for a mini boom and then put pressure on Eddie, then it will be difficult for Eddie to deal with it, because he's got very forward main goal and his second goal is outside his base. So is the third goal actually.
Yeah, I would say the big problem of Hart is having his two stone spots so aggressively. And yeah, Goth without any stone is still like a champ pusher, but if you can't get that perfusion house, no anarchy, yeah, your Huskarls will never come rolling and your production will never be as great as it could really be.
Yeah.
And Liereyy, defensive stone, as you said, defensive gold, so that's a pretty good map. And he will go for Janissaries. And Miguel was requested by Eddie to play very aggressively. Will that mean aggressive castle at his base and will just go for Janissaries and push? Or will it really mean build an aggressive castle in the face of Liereyy and trying to push as long as possible?
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the map between, I know we keep on talking about Eddie and Hart, but if you look at the middle bit between Hart and Eddie's base, the goal there is pretty much in one spot. So that one spot could be huge for either player. And like you said, if you can't do perfusion and anarchy with gods, then you're pretty much in the back foot. I mean, you're not utilizing the gods spamming technology.
Yeah, that's true. And Hart going with a solid, early up timing here, 1440. And Eddie only now clicked up, but that's still all reasonable. And as you can see, everyone playing with 29 except Hart playing with 26 villagers. That's pretty damn low.
Yeah, I think what he's trying to do is he's not on goal actually. If you look at it, Hart is not on goal, so he's probably just going to go for a boom.
Yeah. It has to be double TC. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, and sorry, I was just going to say, on the other hand, Eddie is on goal. He's got 4 on goal. So that's completely different approaches, I mean, for both players.
And not bad ones for both players, I would say. Eddie very well known to have strong pushes. Only 4 on gold means that he will more go for like some spearmen and some mangonels than going for a full monk push here. So that sounds all reasonable. And let's see how he will play it out. On the other side, we see Miguel scouting that Liereyy is on stone as well. And he's sending villagers aggressively. Having a scout against no scouts gives him that option. And let's see how Liereyy will play this out. If he goes for like 2 TCs to add to his castle, he might get into a tough spot.
Yeah. And again, Miguel is on gold, but Liereyy is not on gold. He's on stone, so he will have enough stone to have a defensive castle, but he's not gonna have gold to make any units. Whereas, and I like the placement of this castle from Miguel, because he's putting it right between the two forward gold mines for Liereyy. So he's only got this main goal at the back.
And he's adding 1 extra TC here, that's Liereyy, and he didn't see that at all yet. Did ask Hart to scout, maybe, but Hart already lost his scout as well, so that's not really an option here.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Eddie already got a siege workshop up. Just thinking, I mean, a push with mangonels and knights could be interesting one to see from Eddie, but he does not have the economy to sustain production of the knights. So we're most likely gonna see monks and siege.
Yeah, I think so as well. Just a monastery makes so much more sense. Some spearmen maybe. Knights will not really complement the mangonels too much. And Eddie is just too well known for going for the monks, and that's what he's going for here. And now let's see if Miguel is keeping up his Janissary production constantly. He will always be ahead against Liereyy, unless Liereyy gets his second castle up at one point, but that's super unlikely.
Yeah. And once Miguel gets in, he can actually move across to that wood line and do some harassment there, even force Liereyy to leave it, which is, again, I mean, moving the villagers is going to give him some idle time, which is not good for his economy.
Okay, let's take a look. Military count now 1 for Liereyy, 6 for Miguel. So he cannot really take any engagement at the moment. And Liereyy is still playing without Loom as well. That will be super tough for him. Someone for none trade here actually at the front for Eddie with the mangonels. I completely missed that.
Yeah, I like that. I don't like the placement of this TC from Hart. I will be honest, because it's really forward. I would have expected it to be somewhere at the back between the main goal and the wood line, to be more safe.
It's dicey now. I have no idea how to micro Janissaries against Janissaries. It just feels like my shots are always missing and the enemy is always hitting. I have just no idea how this works. You're just trying to run away and hit when they stand or something. I have no idea. So crazy.
Yeah.
At the moment, both players dodging each other quite well.
Yeah, and military is again 7 for Miguel, 6 for Liereyy. I mean, pretty even now. And Miguel's got a lot of injured and Janissaries in the middle. So with the splash damage, he might be able to pick a couple.
KD at the moment 4-4 when it comes to Janissaries. I believe Miguel lost one in the range of the castle against Liereyy here, and I believe that he is not getting the big kills in, but maybe does some damage against the lumberjacks here. On the other side, finally knights are coming in after all against Hart's defense here with the mangonel. Let's see if he can get a convert in against those knights. I believe the knights might even get the kill indeed, and it's looking pretty good for Eddie if it wasn't for another mangonel kill.
Yeah, he's doing a really good job keeping Hart busy. I mean, Hart is forced to... Oh, that's a bad move by Eddie. He completely didn't pay attention to that mangonel and lost it. But yeah, I mean, he's doing a good job putting pressure on Hart. But Hart, on the other hand, he's got a really good and safe economy going at the back of his base.
Yeah, but Eddie could easily raid that wood line, and he could get a lot of villagers if he would go for it. Miguel at the same time... Sorry for interrupting you. Miguel at the same time going for Imperial Age, and he could actually even go for Hart, do some raiding, and go back into the castle. Hart now needs to send all his villagers over, and Miguel is simply playing it 1 TC all in, going for a siege workshop now as well, and Liereyy is going for the 2 TC defense. So how is he looking when it comes to Imperial Age? 60 food, 200 gold.
Yeah, and he's doing some defensive walls in his base as well, which I'm not sure about at the moment, because he's on the aggression and Liereyy is nowhere near Imperial Age, to be honest. So if he just pumps out like some bombard cannons, he can do some damage. I mean, just try to take down the castle or just try to move towards this lumber camp and take down the siege workshop, and then from there on just take down the TC of Liereyy and push from there.
Oh, and that Mangonel getting some big hits on one knight, one villager, one monk, and another siege workshop of Heart here after losing that one on the front. And Liereyy wanted to come over and do some magic and some defense here, but it seems like Heart said, okay, now I will get a defensive castle up, I will be okay. And they're looking so much better when it comes to population, but well, let's see where Liereyy is building his second castle now. If it is at the same place, that wouldn't be a good idea. He might think better of it now. What is he? What? Oh, that's actually with the ram push. That's with the ram push. What is Miguel doing here? Miguel doesn't have anything. Oh, that will be so deadly. Bombard cannons out. What are the Janissaries doing? Trying to go for the walls here at the front. The bombard cannon needs to be super safe. Way too far at the front. What is he able to do? Is getting a lot of damage on. He needs to get those rams down. Janissaries are not doing enough damage. Let's take a look if he's building another one. Not another one queued up now. Trying to repair against all those rams. It's 4 rams out already. If Miguel is losing that castle, it would look so bad for him. Is Liereyy maybe pushing this back here in Castle Age? We will see.
Yeah, I think Miguel should have built a defensive castle in his base. He's doing it now, but he should have done that while he was going up to Imperial Age, so to keep the production of his Janissaries and keep up with something. And probably a stable town would have been a good idea to pump out some light caps.
I think simply having his bombard cannons at the back would have been so much better. Just having another waypoint, kill all the Janissaries first, and then the bombard cannons doesn't work against the battering ram. Repair the castle, and it's all GG at this moment. But losing the battering ram without getting a single, or I think he got one shot off, just puts him down so much. And Liereyy now pushing in Castle Age. Look at that, more villagers, more military, and yeah, he will kill the rest as well.
Yeah, Miguel is saying he's dying. I mean, he is. I mean, look at the upgrades on Miguel. He's got the upgrades, but he doesn't have the numbers. And Liereyy is doing such a good job. He's taking control of the second gold mine, and he's going to take control of the third one as well.
Yeah, people in the chat discussing like if the castle should have been forward or backwards. Guys, he had 600 stone when the push was coming in, so the decision couldn't have been made if I make it forward or backwards. He just saw, okay, I'm losing the front, and then built the second one backwards. So he simply didn't have enough stone at that point, so there's no decision to be made. Heart now going for
He's coming with his monks and mangonels. Some good conversions, some good mangonel shots could do a decent damage. But those Janissaries, they outrange the mangonels. So it will be interesting to see how Liereyy is going to play and how Eddie's going to deal with it. He's lost one mangonel already.
But just buying time for Miguel is the thing now. Maybe Miguel, get him up to, what is this TC? I have no idea. And what is this TC? Yeah, it's just from the villagers running back. I believe Miguel simply should maybe try to get onto one bombard cannon back on. But yeah, you cannot really protect one bombard cannon, so it is tough. Liereyy going for an outwards TC now has a so much better eco, and Heart is ahead against Eddie as well. Uh-oh, this feels like we might be going to game 7.
Yeah, and Eddie has clicked up to Imperial Age, so I'm interested to see what his unit choice is gonna be.
What unit I go in? And Miguel says
I would be
Husk.
surprised if it goes for infantry, yeah. Lierey's got the numbers at the moment. So he will have to fight Liereyy and buy some time for Miguel.
Eddie, can he get enough converts done against the Janissaries? For now, Liereyy is going back. Some converts are getting in. Liereyy is running for his life.
Some good mangonel shots. He managed to pick up one ram there, but he's going to lose the mangonels. Good micro by Liereyy at the moment. Miguel still not up to the unit count.
Anarchy now
Probably
for
Miguel could have
Eddie.
built- Yeah, so I was gonna say Miguel could have put down like some farms, some ranges, and added some hand cannons. I mean, he's floating a lot of wood at the moment, and he's still got this gold pretty safe in his base, which he could take. There's another gold mine behind his base, so he could have taken that as well.
Okay, let's see. So we see champion tech for Heart and Haskell tech for Eddie. So even that is better for Heart and Liereyy here.
Very hard going with that villager. Wait, is he gonna tower hop?
I'm not sure if that actually works. I believe that's 100 tree always. He needs to
that's
send.
100 tree, yeah.
Yeah, like you cannot build a palisade over that.
Yeah. Here comes Eddie. He's got a monster. He's got Haskell, so this village is gonna die.
Yeah, that didn't really work out. And
Yeah, that was a vicious move by Hart there.
well, it would have been the sneakiest move ever if it would have been a straggler, but yeah, just missing a bit of knowledge there. Oh, it looks like Miguel, he loves his bombard cannons, we know that from the last game, and maybe he can fall back and defend a bit more. Liereyy only now reaching Imperial Age, and I'm still surprised that Eddie was Haskell tech. I'm not sure if that will be what he wants to go for. Liereyy, now pushing him with more rams, pushing him into all his Janissaries.
Yeah, and Lierey's economy is looking much better, and they are already thinking about calling GG.
It is looking tough for him.
Economy is looking so good.
Yeah, and Miguel only a pop 78 at the moment. Overall, Eco just, they're so far behind. Military count a bit better for Liereyy and Heart as well. They're going for the better units. If Eddie isn't doing the greatest splits ever and is controlling all of the Eco of Heart now and then continues to push after that, and at the same time Miguel is holding with his bombard cannons, I believe it will be tough. And yeah, indeed, Eddie is even resigning before taking the last fight, and we are going into game number 7 here.
Yeah, that was an interesting game, but I think Miguel just, if he had put down, like, he had time, I believe he had time when he moved back to his base to build some economy, take some, make some farms, get some food economy going, and, put down some ranges and add some hand cannons, and, just to make up the military numbers and then add Janissaries with them. But he didn't do that. He was floating a lot of food in the end, and that's never good.
I think he simply didn't have the eco. He was looking at 50 villagers there against a solid 90 of Liereyy, and I believe the main mistake was not holding his castle here, not scouting. He did have his Janissaries always in his base. If he had them more aggressively, he would have scouted the siege workshop, and yeah, maybe some stone walls in front. One mangonel would have helped, or the bombard cannon at the right side. Would have helped out as well, and then this all would have been options to hold his castle, but after losing this castle and the siege workshop, the game was basically over for him.
Yeah, but good play by Hart and Liereyy. I mean, they dealt with the aggression pretty nicely. They kept the economy going, kept it cool, and got back in the game with better unit choices, better economy, and they won the game even before they had to take the first big fight in the Imperial Age.
Yeah, I believe Eddie and Hart was still pretty even. So I cannot say, okay, Hart outplayed Eddie here, but he played nice defensively against the aggression of Eddie, so that was all reasonable. Village account was a bit better for him, and I believe then the unit choice would have been better, but that was kind of forced onto Eddie.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts now on, it's a free pick, safe pick. What are your thoughts? What saves do you think we can see?
I heard that add 6 millions are the best. Add 6 for Eddie, millions for Miguel, and we have millions for Liereyy and edie+miguel for Hearttt. That's what I kind of expecting. Yeah, but we will see. And I believe, guys, 3-3. I feel a bit like it could be time again for some very special music. You just assumed his race again. That's funny. And I would say for the last game, and because it was called Mongo, I know that he absolutely loves to talk about the game early on. I think we can jump into it a bit earlier, and I will just leave the first hype talking to you, Cole Mongo, with me here in game number 7.
Yes.
All on the line. Who is going to the grand finals? Your last predictions.
I think Eddie is gonna have the edge here. I'm backing Eddie and Miguel in this game, but my money is on Eddie. If he can pull this off with Aztecs, I mean, he can win the game.
So he indeed is playing the Aztecs, Miguel playing the Mayans. On the other side we have Hearttt with the Aztecs and Liereyy with the Mayans. So I would say I was pretty damn good at predicting the civilizations and even the distributions as well. And I'm pretty proud of myself. How do you like Aztecs against Mayans and Mayans against Aztecs here on both sides?
This is interesting, actually. Especially if you look at the maps for Liereyy and Eddie. Liereyy, I mean, the strength of Mayans is going plumes, and look at Liereyy. He's got very forward main and the second goal. So if Eddie can exploit that space, he can put Liereyy on the back foot, so to say. But not to mention, Lierey's got the back main goal, and he can switch to crossbows and then, with rams and take the control. But that's all down to how he deals with the early push from Eddie. He's got the best monks in the game now, so will be interesting to see how he deals with it. On the other hand, if you look at the map for Miguel, who's also playing as mines, he's got forward stone, but he's got a back stone, which is quite safe, and his gold is quite safe as well. So a better mines map for Miguel, I would say. For Aztecs, I would say it's pretty even. But the distance between Hearttt and Miguel is not too much compared to Liereyy and Eddie. Oh, Lierey's ball just went back. That is always annoying when your ball just moves away.
Indeed, would have come in at a reasonable timing. Now it's pretty late at 14. The sound was pretty weird. Did you take off?
Your voice is echoing.
That is... Okay, now it's better, right? No.
I can still hear you in the background for some reason.
What is going on? I will mute you shortly. Let me see its TeamSpeak.
Okay.
Oh, we have Maya in the chat. That was just a random guy. Did you... Okay, there was just a third guy who was echoing me.
Okay, no, I didn't invite anyone, no. Okay, I have a question for you.
Oh, we had no password. Okay. So now we have a password in the channel. That was funny.
Okay, perfect.
Good job, Maya.
Yeah, it was indeed.
I think this was the Moroccan guy. Oh, question for me. Okay, wait.
Yeah.
Okay, ready.
What do you think? Okay, what do you think if Eddie actually goes fasting with monks and traps against Liereyy?
Okay, I got the question, and I think that's a scenario. You need to go for some monks first, and need to know that you can easily push that castle of Liereyy. But yeah, absolutely an option. But on the other side, super vulnerable in a 2v2. I believe it's more common in a 1v1 than in a 2v2. But yeah, a strategy that we've totally seen.
Yeah, I agree with you. And I'm just wondering if Hearttt actually goes for if he manages to get if he goes for let's assume Hearttt goes for monks as well, and he gets a good push on Miguel, and then he goes with some of his monks to defend Liereyy. I mean, that would expose Hearttt. So not much Hearttt can do. He will have to do. It's going to be 2 1v1s. It has to be 2 1v1s. They can't do 2v1 on one guy.
Not really. Maybe Liereyy, if he gets the defensive castle up and Eddie needs to retreat a bit, he could maybe run over and fight a bit against Miguel when Hearttt opened. But it's a very unlikely scenario, I would say. Maybe the same for Hearttt could double, but yeah, you rarely see the Aztecs coming to the other side in those matchups.
Yeah.
You will be able to hold, Eddie asks. Oh, what a bad question is that? Like, I don't know if they push.
That's an OP question.
What is that? Like, what kind of confidence? Oh, man. Yeah, I will plumb. Yeah, he will plumb indeed. On the other side, we have Hearttt, not plum. Oh no, he is Aztecs. So let's take a look. And yeah, we have Liereyy plumbing as well.
Yeah, if Liereyy is denied that castle, he could be on the back foot. My money is on Eddie. I mean, if he can take control, and I think he will take control of this ground between the stone mines, that would be good. And if Liereyy has enough stone, I would assume I would like to be somewhere at the back, maybe close to between that mill and those houses.
I believe more forward is absolutely necessary so that he can just secure his gold in the long run. Maybe a bit more towards the berries over here, but I believe it kind of has to touch the stone, and yeah, it's still very open for him at both sides then.
How many rees are in the game? Is it one each?
Yeah, I believe both teams already used their restarts.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's not too important here.
Yeah, Eddie and Miguel, they used it in the last game.
And it was used. We had another restart before, so I believe everyone used it, but it was before minute 4, so not too important here anymore. Anyways. Oh, that. No, it's not a drop. Well, people in my chat are asking, where are you from? And since everyone in the world knows that you're from the UK, you might want to answer where exactly?
I'm from London, guys.
London! London Underground. Yep. Where exactly in London?
Oh, it's in the southeast of London.
Be more specific. What's the borough? The district. The borough. Isn't it like the district called a borough? Like a part of the city?
It's Watford. I'm in the town.
Watford,
which is the last town that touches London.
Ah, okay.
And then you enter another county.
Okay, do you have a London Underground station at Watford?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so it's still connected.
Yep.
So it's more like...
Yeah, so it's the last town, basically, that connects London.
Okay.
So if... Yeah.
Okay, sweet stuff. So if you just go a bit more south, you're in the free land, and if you go a bit north, you're in one of the biggest cities in the world.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect setup. And by the way, Eddie is not playing the Monk Rush. He has 2 on gold here. He's completely playing #Minds games with all of us. And he will play it super defensively. On the other side, we probably see Liereyy being very scared of exactly that anticipated Monk Rush. That, for example, Hart will play, and he will play it hard indeed, having 8 on gold.
Yep. But if you look at Miguel and Liereyy, they're both going to have castles up. So the question is, where exactly is Hart going to push? I would say where his Miguel's second goal is, outside his base. That would be the ideal place to push from. And he's making Siege Workshop and Monastery so far away that Miguel is not going to be able to see it. So a castle placement, a good castle placement would be important here for Miguel. Oh, I don't like the placement of the castle. I don't blame him because he doesn't know where Hart is coming from.
Yeah, that's a sneaky attack by Hart. How did that happen?
This just opens up. Yeah, this just opens up a lot of possibilities, And he dodged the wolf in the middle as well. Hart managed to dodge the wolf in the middle, so Miguel couldn't see if Hart was coming through there from a dead wolf.
Interesting stuff indeed. And Hart still with his eagle out, so let's see what Hart does. Hart see the defensive castle? No, that's barely not in range. Okay, so now the eagle attack maybe. Not sure what they should be going for. Should Hart go into his own base and show his tag choice? Not sure, but Eddie, Miguel is just going back and scouting some as well. Now we can see the side attack. And only one house out here. And Miguel is still confused.
Oh, that could be interesting, yeah. I mean, did Miguel see that? Oh, he hasn't seen those monks. Just now he sees the monks.
And maybe convert now starting. Let's take a look. And what an interesting aggression here.
My address on your chat, Neely. What's going on?
Okay. You okay? I don't know. Really? Oh god, Eddie won't be too happy with Miguel if they're dropping down here. Monk's now pushing in hard with a sneaky attack. Some plumed archers won't do much against two mangonels and Monk's out. And there's more to come for sure. Villagers now pushing in and hard is in. Miguel's castle will not help him at all with his defense.
But he's trying to buy enough stone for a second castle. Where is he gonna make it? The question is if he's gonna finish it on time though. Oh, I think he will. I think he will because Hart is not there. Oh, now he's pushing that side.
Oh, he sees the castle.
Hart can see the castle now.
Mangonels are going in. This might be dicey. Let's take a look into Miguel's point of view. And oh, he's going back. Oh, another down castle today. I'm not sure if I can take this. And Liereyy is even sending in more plumed archers as well. Oh, those villagers. What can he do? Miguel? He is in such a bad position. Eddie is going for the full boom, so maybe he can do something in the long run. Liereyy is going for some sneaky plumed archers. Miguel will have enough to defend. And Eddie says, okay, I'll go make.
Yeah, I think Eddie will have to make some military now. He can't wait until Pale Age.
Yeah, he probably switch completely into Eagle Warriors here. And Miguel says, no, I'm GG. Oh, what an interesting stretch here by Heart.
Castle on his main goal somehow. If he tries for it, he can, but I don't think it's gonna finish.
Oh, I believe it will.
If he sends some villagers, forward. If he sends some villagers forward just to take the fire from the mangonels, he can buy some time for himself.
Oh no, it's enough.
It's gonna be finished.
Yeah, indeed. But soon Miguel will have 0 G3s left.
Yeah.
And fighting against 5 mangonels is not really an option. And Liereyy should just go for the boom. I believe that's a spot where even with this heavy sling mod. Oh, I'm not sure. How much percent is it? The sling mod, 70% or something?
Yes, I think 75%.
Oh god, okay, so yeah, sling is not really an option here. And yeah, Miguel now I believe does the right thing. Is going for... look at that, how he's getting his farms running. Where he's going to get into the farms. It's such a deadly push here for Heart. Oh, some sneak attack from Eddie, but won't do much. And Eddie, he needs to do wonders with his Eagle Warriors. He's at 3 TCs. He only now is getting wheelbarrow, and Heart is coming over to the right hand side. All games, you just do mangonel rush, and you fail. Great team spirit, Eddie. Yeah. And Eddie, Well, what are you implying? Okay, coming over now to the right hand side, and that's so good because that means Eddie cannot go for the super safe push here. Or super safe boom, I want to say.
Second part. I can tell you the second part of my postcode. Then good luck finding the actual postcode.
Oh! Actually killing 2 of his own villagers there, like trying to kill a hippo. That's what you get for it. Oh golly.
There's too many plumes there, too many monks and mangonels.
Let's take a look.
This fight, this could be a big interesting
no
fight.
Ground attack though. Getting in some of the kills. Eddie is doing a reasonable job, but only having +4 defense. It's GG. It's GG. Eddie says, well, nothing more. Nothing more. It's just well. Up. Okay, getting some hits in now is Miguel though, so that's a good start for him. Returning the favor, he's at 40 pop, 40 villagers, Heart at 61. Miguel did add an XTC, so it's going well for him.
Oh, that was a good ground attack by Heart there, killing I think 4 or 5 Eagle Warriors there.
And Eddie asks GG, maybe some Plumed Archers will kill themselves against all the mangonels. And Miguel says, looks like it. I want to see the after chat. I want to say what they're talking to each other. GG, well played. Hard and Liereyy going into the overall finals from the winner bracket.
That was strong play by Hart. Yeah, I mean, I don't blame Miguel, but it's just the pointing of the positioning of that castle and the positioning of the siege workshop and the monastery from Hart that completely took Miguel off guard, and that's what killed him rather than anything else.
Interesting. No Eddie in arena finals. Wow, that's not true. It's double elimination, so they can still get into the finals. And actually, it's very likely, honestly. Okay, so let's take a look at the achievements. Kill stats of Eddie, very impressive here. A solid 3 to 24, which only brings me to the question: Oh, golly. So Eddie was going for the best boom and even behind against Liereyy there. So didn't even shine in that regard. And yeah, what an entertaining series again. And we had, yeah, 2 very good series here. The first one was pretty epic as well. And yeah, pretty happy with that.
I was pretty surprised that his decision to go for a boom rather than Monk's push early aggression. I think that would have put the game in a 1v1 situation.
Yeah, it was pretty weird for sure.
I mean, he loves doing the monks. I mean, there's hardly any game where he doesn't go monks, and he had the best save for that, and he didn't go for it, which really, really surprised me and brings back the question of,
Indeed.